Welcome back to another episode of Enter the Nerdom. I'm here with co-hosts
Stan Morrissey
and Watson Bradshaw.
And I'm Chad Cook.
Obviously,
Chad Cook. Hey guys, how's it going?
It's good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Muy bueno.
It's been a while since we got together.
I know.
It's very true.
Yeah, it's we've been in got to survive. We got to work. Unfortunately.
Yeah. The times are a changing.
Very much so.
Yeah.
You're getting more expensive day by day.
Yeah, and I'm stuck in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
Call me a balloon because inflation's pretty high.
Whoa, and now gas is as well.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Killed me at the pump today.
Everyone who has an EV car is just like,
But they're probably paying more
for
in electricity.
Maybe.
If only I can make rocket skates, but they work off
fuel.
Electricity. What? No, it'd be electricity though.
Well, it's not the way electricity works.
I mean,
the rocket.
I mean,
it's the whole point of fuel and rockets.
Electromotor.
It's almost like some steampunk stuff, but it's with electricity.
Well, that'd be steam then.
No, it's different though.
No, there's no. It would just be skates that are electric.
I kind of like steam skates. That'd be great.
I mean, steam skates, but it would get hot. Like
little pieces of cold. You have to shove it
up your back. You'd have all the steam coming up your back.
True.
That'd be pretty.
Those would just be electric skates. It wouldn't
they
wouldn't be rocket skates or steam.
But rocket electricity though.
No, that's not. That's not a thing.
It's like you take the electricity from the Tokyo trains, the bullet trains, and then you
that's
electromagnetism.
Electromagnetism. And obviously, there's electricity in the electromagnets, so you have that work off. You have to insert the other.
So, are you creating a track that you're?
So
basically making a bullet.
I make a deal with the town,
like a rail gun.
When they fix the pavement of certain roads, they put a little magnets in, so it just pulls me along where I need to go.
So it's just electric skates then.
I mean, not exactly because I'm moving at the speed of the Tokyo bullet train.
The bullet train. That's very fast.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
It's like 150 miles an hour.
Yeah. I'll get
on skates.
On skates. Yeah.
Wow.
One way.
I'll be wearing shin guards though. Don't worry.
Oh, that's not going to do anything.
I mean,
when you hit the concrete at 150 miles an hour.
Oh no, I'll be able to I'll have a parachute to slow me down.
There you go.
Catch me.
It's 150 miles decelerating to 30. Yeah, you just break your spine and it'll just fold you over.
No, it'll pull me up in the air and I'm like, oh, and then I'll just lightly land. And I'm like, oh.
For all the theoretical physicists, that listen to us, tell us if this is viable. If this is a thing that
it could happen.
Yeah.
If your mind could think it up, there's a potential there.
There you go.
Happening.
I mean, I guess.
I think so.
Well. Probably already happened.
Some guys like, I want a touch screen on a phone. Hey, look what we got now.
It's true. I guess.
I mean, we probably won't be alive when my creation is made, but
well, you already. But I
put it into motion. I put it out there in the universe. Now
do a patent on it right now.
Patent on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I'll be dead before it probably gets made.
Well, so you still get credit for it in your descendants.
No one remembers, the guy who made the air conditioner.
Yep, they do.
I don't remember his name. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
I'm not sure. I have to look it up, but I know who it is.
You don't know who it is, or you can't name the person.
I mean, I've seen his name.
Okay, so have I, but I can't recall it.
Anyway, hi guys.
Hi.
We've got a good amount of stuff to talk about. Some of the stuff that's been out for a while, but again, we've been catching up on things, and so now we finally had some time to get together and discuss some of the things that have come out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we should probably start with the big one that's out right now, which is Scream 7.
Oh yeah, it's doing well.
Yeah, it's doing really well. It had a very large opening.
Yeah, not much of a drop off too. There was a lot of people going to watch it. So
But even though a lot of people going to see it, it's been getting mixed reviews on both sides. So it has its ups and downs.
Yeah,
lovers and haters.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it.
Is it right in the middle for you?
It's right in the middle. It's right. It leans more towards towards love than hate. Mm-hmm. But it was okay. I didn't Scream. By the way, spoilers for everything.
Yeah, spoilers ahead if you guys haven't seen Scream 7.
We're about to spoil the shit out of it.
Stop listening now. Come back later.
Mm-hmm. You guys both watched it, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So this is the latest franchise, obviously the latest movie in the franchise, the Scream franchise. We have Sydney back in Scream 6. She sat out the film because she was not able to get the money that she wanted.
A little bit of controversy with the production with this one. I mean, the whole reason we're getting her back in this one is because, the main actress from the last one got fired for giving her opinions online. And, and then Ortega left because of it too. The director left. And so they kind of scrambled to get this together. And in doing so, I think, she was able to make her money that she wanted to make.
Yeah. I mean, and it was reuniting her with Kevin Williamson because I don't did he? I don't know if he worked on the last two.
He worked on Scream 2 and 4. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he's from Scream 1.
He's
the writer for it.
He's been through All Out 1 through 4, and then the 5 and 6 he wasn't a part of, I guess. Yeah. But I was like, I didn't know he would direct it as well. So because he directed this one,
a few things, yeah.
But I thought he did a very decent job with picking up the pieces after 5 and 6. I always consider the franchise to be Sydney oriented. How most people look at Halloween like that's
it's Jamie Lee Curtis.
So it's just like where like the past two, it was hard for me to connect with the younger characters, and I get it. They're trying to bring in new people to follow for the franchise, but it just never really clicked with me. And it's like this is Sydney's story,
It always has been, for sure.
Yeah. And I thought they did a pretty decent job. It was very creative. I was hoping, I know Stan was as well. We were hoping Stu was back.
Stu Marker.
But I mean, they did bring him back in a way here with like deep faking and stuff like that, which was pretty creative. I thought I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. But if anything, the way this movie went, they did set up for if they do another movie, he can come back if he wanted. So.
Absolutely.
But the kills were really good, very brutal, like more brutal than the past two.
Very much so, yeah.
And although I will say a lot of stupid decision making in this one for
very much so.
And
we'll get to it. Yeah.
And so you'd be frustrating watching, but I was kind of laughing at the stupid decisions more as being frustrated with it. I know. Some people take it differently, but like I was like, they're just gonna wash the board, and then like, let's. This is my first time having a kid. I don't know how to protect her in a good way. So, But.
Yeah, I mean, so we start off that we believe that it's Stu is back. We do see some images of him, and they've come to find out that Stu's body has never actually made it to the morgue.
Records are gone.
Yeah, back in, 98, 99. Records are gone. There was some type of mix-up that his body disappeared, and we see him haunting videos to Sydney that he's at her school, that he's at her daughter's school. Her daughter is Tatum, named after her friend Tatum, who was killed in the original Scream movie.
Nice homage.
Played by Isabel May. So we see that Sydney has, in past movies, I just recently saw Scream 3 yesterday again.
Oh, wow.
I rewatched it again just because, it's a good film. And in that it was Roman Pritchard, her brother, her unknown brother, half brother, who was the son of her mother during one of her, she was assaulted in Hollywood. In those films, particularly in 3 and I think in 4 as well, Sydney's kind of hiding. She's in it's particularly in 3. She's out in the woods somewhere. She has like a small cabin. She works from home. She has guns everywhere. She has security everywhere. Some of the other movies she's been like that as well, but in this one she's much more integrated back into society. She owns a coffee shop in a small town.
Felt like a Hallmark movie in the beginning.
It really did. It really looked like it. Yeah,
it was very funny.
The Little Latte Coffee Company, is what it's called. Her daughter lives a normal life, but Sydney hasn't really introduced her to anything, or has told her anything about her past. All that she knows about her mother's past is from the Stab movies. and the books that many of the books that have been written about her by Gail Weathers and so forth. But Sydney hasn't prepared her daughter in terms of actual like fighting skills.
Yeah.
In case there's another day when they have to face down a ghost face, and that turns out to be a mistake in this film because we have 2 ghost faces that come out of 3 technically.
Yeah.
That come out of not really hiding, but that come after her and her family. Watson, what'd you think of it?
I didn't see it. So
I thought you said
no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
But keep going.
Yeah.
Please.
So we, like Chad was saying, I think the strongest parts of this movie were the Ghostface fights between Ghostface and everybody else, particularly Sydney. They're really brutal. The Ghostface killers were really well done. I mean, I thought they were. They've always. I don't think there's any of the Scream movies where the Ghostface killer hasn't been threatening, hasn't posed a serious threat to the characters. Yeah, there hasn't been great kills, but this one was really bloody. Yeah, in terms of how he was taking people out.
And it was a twist because since there were 3 killers, one dies very quickly in the movie, and then you're like, you're kind of guessing and who could be the if at that moment you think there's probably still only 2 and it's just 1 left, but then it's revealed later there's still 2 hanging around. So I like that where this one it was actually harder for me to guess because I was like. Which I really like because I was like, please don't be the boyfriend or the weird friend because that's just too obvious. And and although the movie, I wouldn't call myself a cinephile, but watching plenty of movies when you know an actor from other things.
I was just thinking the exact same thing.
All right, he's connected somehow.
Yeah,
right. And it was the orderly.
Oops, or Seinfeld.
It was the orderly at the psych ward that was in on it, or revealing at the end, obviously. But
yeah, you had brought this up before, Chad. I think you brought this up for what was that film that one missed call when they were up in that tower having dinner, and then somebody was threatening the woman's
it was a drop.
Yeah, you had mentioned there's an actor there that's pretty well known. I was like, he's probably the kid.
I mean, it's pretty much the Law and Order when you watch an episode.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, this high profile
the first guy
it's either the high profile actor is either a good guy or a bad guy.
Right.
And you could kind of tell midway in, all right, he's probably guilty.
Yeah, Ethan Embry is in this. He's not a huge star.
Papa Giorgio.
Yeah, Exactly. Yeah.
Well, I think he's
can't
a
hardly
perfect
wait.
casting because exactly he has that connection to that time.
Yeah.
That 90s kind of.
Yeah, he was big in the 90s.
Yeah. So I like that.
Yeah. So
they're using a 90s actor.
Exactly. He's not a huge star or anything, but he's recognizable.
Yeah, very
immediately. So as soon as he works at a mental institution that the trail leads Sydney and Gail to, trying to find out who the killer is, and they oh man, it might be Stu, and he tells them, oh yeah, they have a picture of what Stu looks like, and from the videos he's been sending Sydney, he's like, oh yeah, that's Bob or whatever he says. And they're like, what do you mean? He's like, oh yeah,
or John Doe.
John Doe. Yeah. He tells them that back in the 90s he had been
admitted.
Half his face, Stu's face, and he's like Scarface. He's he's Two-Face pretty much. Half his face is burned from where Sidney dropped the TV on him. Right. Yeah. So he says, that's John Doe. He lost his memory in an accident in the 90s, and he kind of wandered around for years, and he ended up here with us at this mental facility. And it turns out that the killer that was run over in the beginning by Gail, he tells them, they were good friends, and they so as it turns out, Ethan Embry's lying to them, and he's one of the killers, working with Jessica.
I forget the neighbor's
Jessica,
name. Jessica.
Another a follower of Sydney's from her self-help books.
Yeah.
Who ends up this was kind of the weak part of the review of who the killers was. It's Ethan, the escaped mental health patient who was killed, and Jessica, who her motivation is because she says that she was in New York, the previous movie.
She was. I think she was just keeping track of the Ghostface stuff that was happening because, and she's such a super fan. The trauma that when the Ghostface killings happen, it has to happen to Sydney, right? Because this is her story, which kind of goes with how we think of the movie series.
Actually, the audience is the neighbor, really.
Yeah,
to an extent. Yeah.
To an extent, but it's also like a petty. It's very petty this time instead of like.
Right.
But I mean, if you look at 5, it was petty with like we're rebooting the series, type of thing. So they're trying to.
4 was petty too. It was her cousin who was pissed that she had more attention than.
But that one is a little bit more believable because it's family and like that overshadowing kind of bleeds from 3 into 4 because like he was jealous of his sister there too. So I was like, okay, that works. But here it was just like, oh. He was just very obsessed with.
Kind of seemed like a rando that was just kind of obsessed with Sydney, And then Ethan Embry's character just happened to be kind of like a stalker as well of hers.
Well, no, I think he was a fan of because he mentioned he read her book, and I think he connected with Jessica at the psych ward.
Because when Sydney disappeared, because they keep mentioning she wasn't in the last film,
right?
And Jessica said, a Ghostface came after us. So I think she was in that film, but I can't remember her necessarily.
No, she wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, but she says that, though.
No, she said she was just there, like, in the town, like, keeping tabs on, like, just everybody who...
she probably meant, like, a Ghostface came after us in terms of, like, the fans or something, I guess.
Well, but, like, I think
I couldn't understand what she meant by that.
She's, like, a social parallel relationship. Like, she's like Ghostface came after us, and that's like, what I mean. I'm putting myself in the story.
That's what I meant. Yeah, like,
but no, she wasn't there. That's all in her head.
Yeah.
She's just a parasite.
Yeah, pretty much. But the thing is, I really think it does work with her character because if you remember in 3, Sydney was a call line, like people call her for help.
She was like a
suicide. Yeah. So like. Because Jessica, she killed her husband. It's revealed, but like in the beginning, it's introduced that her husband was abusive, and so she like fought back and ended up killing. And so they kind of have a connection with. She has a kind of a connection with Sydney with that in reference.
Yeah,
but it's revealed she killed him because she was inspired by Sydney killing her attackers and stuff like that, and. So she becomes more obsessed with
and her son is a huge true crime fan, and he's obsessed with Sydney as well. So they hint that it might be him as well. He's might be killers, but he ends up getting clipped in a pretty brutal scene, which takes place in this bar.
Yeah.
And it turns out, as it turns out, it's his mother. It's in the Ghostface.
Well, no, that was Embry in the bar.
Was it?
Yeah. She
said it was her.
No. She was. She tackled the husband in the garage and stabbed him a bunch of times.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So, Sydney's husband is the chief of police of this town. Which there's a little weird thing because like. So they're trying to protect her. They're trying to get out of town immediately, but they end up. There's a curfew, but of course her daughter like sneaks out to be with some friends, who they're trying to lure the Ghostface in.
And that was a big because it was the twins from the previous one.
The twins come back, Right. They're not. They don't have a huge role in this though.
No,
thankfully.
But I just they like those characters. Get the daughter into trouble, and all the kids really. So it's just like, that's on them, really. I mean, of doing that. So I was just like, that was one choice I was aggravated with.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
Like,
me too.
But
at the same time, Sydney is also trying to lure the Ghostface killer out along with Gail.
Yeah.
So she promises to give Gail the exclusive interview she's always wanted since the 90s, which I thought she already done, but I guess not.
No. That was Liev Schreiber. Right?
Yeah, it was Liev Schreiber, but I thought by this point Sydney would have done it, but I guess not. So anyway, Gail turns back into like the OG Gail Weathers and starts like pretty much like coming after her personally,
like Lois Lane.
Yeah, Lois. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, so everybody that's around you kind of died. She's kind of saying that, and brings her daughter into it. And Sydney's like, what are you doing, Gail? Like, don't bring my daughter into this.
Kind of buddies,
And by the way, this is going out live TV because they're trying to
get the Ghostface to call in.
Right. So gotcha. They cut the live feed and Sydney's like, what the fuck are you doing? And Gail's like, well, I'm doing my job, and I'm also trying to like lure this guy out.
Yeah.
It's going to work better. But then Sydney gets a call from her daughter that she's being pursued by the Ghostface killer. So like, again, Sydney's husband is the chief of police. They've already been alerted to a couple murders that have been going on. They just got a call that Woodsboro, the opening scene is those, from what we see from the trailer, those two kids.
Stu's house turned into an Airbnb.
Yeah. And then they burn it down. The Ghostface killer burns it down. So they already know that there's a threat. So Sydney's husband is killed unbeknownst to Sydney and unbeknownst to everybody else, he's killed in the garage because they're doing renovations to their house. Yeah. So the Ghostface killer gets him. But instead of, she tries calling her husband, he doesn't pick up. Again, he's the chief of police. Why don't she just call the police? You know what I'm saying? Like, get to my daughter right now. Instead of, and she takes off from the studio, leaves Gail behind, but Gail's car is locked, so she just like books it across town, like literally like a marathon. I'm like,
well, I think she calls him because he was at home with their daughter,
right? But she doesn't get him.
Yeah, but like, she's in a hurry because like,
but I mean, she has her phone with her. She could just call the police and be like, hey, I can't get my husband. You have to get to my daughter right now.
True.
You know?
But I think...
And she knew where she was because she was heading there.
Well, yeah, but she was... like, time was running out. She had to get this, like...
yeah, I know, but police in the car could get there faster than her. Literally, and like, it's a long run. It's not... Yeah. It's like a couple miles. And she's like jogging across town.
She's doing a cardio.
Yeah, and she's not like, she's wearing like jeans and shit. So it's like...
That scene...
And she's in her late 40s, so she's not moving very fast.
That scene reminded me, I was like, oh, they're Tom Cruise in it. He's like, she's going to run to the...
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think they're in a small town, if anything. And then also...
yeah,
but no, I think... Because, obviously, you're not going to be thinking too clearly with...
It's like, it's Sydney, but it's Sydney, though.
Obviously... She would have had her daughter with her if she was that smart.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
You gotta create tension.
True. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so there are there are a few things that are like the decisions they made in the writing that I was like, okay, that doesn't kind of make any sense. Sydney booking across town on foot instead of calling the police. Her not having her daughter with her.
But also they would have had extra cops outside of their house too.
Exactly. So, yeah, exactly.
Plus with the
so there's a couple problems with this
because there was the one patrol officer that was. He was driving through the town, like, as the curfew was up.
Yeah.
And, like...
but, like, the cops disappear after the curfew is enacted and the original murders. Aside from her husband, the rest of the... I guess they all just, like, left town, too.
Yeah.
They're scared, too. So, I mean, what they should have done is, like, okay,
they can't afford the overtime.
Yeah, they have, like, extra cops outside their house. Just like in Scream 2 when she's in college. And they have the police officers with her.
Yeah.
And the Scream killer just fucking murders them. Which turns out to be Mickey. Timothy Oliphant, which is like, and it's a good like scene where he like takes the cops out. Should have just had that, but Anyway, as we come to find out, it's kind of just like these two randos who turn out to be the killers, Jessica and Ethan. Marco is his name, the Ethan Embry's character, who were just kind of obsessed with Kid Sydney and just kind of wanted to take her out.
No, I mean, it felt like they didn't really want to kill her there. It was just to kill her daughter in front of her to give her more trauma that she can inspire them more, or
something like that,
with another book or something like that. Because they're like, your trauma is ours to experience, or to take in.
We want you to be miserable.
Yeah.
So
our lives could be better.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they had to find some different motivation than every other killer who's just like, I just want to kill Sydney.
Right.
So but I mean, overall, like Chad said, the fight scenes were really well done. The kills are brutal. There's a fight scene in the high school with one of Tatum's friends, who she is theater. She's in theater production. By the way, that they have like this theater. Their sound state. The school, high school's theater, whatever It's like this, like the most advanced thing I've ever seen in my life for high school. It's got like rigs to like pull the characters, the actors up. And move them across stage. They're like strapped in.
Yeah.
It's got this like beautiful like hangout area for like a theater company.
A rich neighborhood.
It was crazy. It's like the best, the most well stocked like high school theater I've ever seen in my life. Like more professional than something like professional theater.
I love it.
Also, I really want to iterate that. Another thing that I was like, why didn't you just stay in your safe room? Like, don't come out of the safe room.
Right, yeah.
Like, you didn't have to sneak around. But I understand in the first part they were trying to get back to the dad because he was in danger. But I was like, I was just like, and then there was the safe, or she was locked in the office at the coffee shop, and I was like, she could have just stayed in there.
Well, he's like busting the door down.
Well, no, she shot through the wall, and he went down. But I know.
What I'm saying before, like she couldn't stay in there, because he was like breaking the door down little by little, I guess.
I don't think he would have gotten in there because it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
But no, so there was just a few things I was like, why would you just walk out into that, or
Yeah, but the kill with it's McKenna Grace is in this, and she's in this rig at the high school theater, and he kills the person running the board for the rig or whatever it's called, so as he starts, the Ghostface Killer starts swinging her back and forth. Like,
oh, nice.
Yeah, and so he stands under her and just pulls his knife up and just like guts her as she's passing over, and she's just hanging there, just like with her guts hanging out. It was pretty gross. Yeah. So.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to add. I wish it was Patrick Dempsey as the husband.
I was thinking that too, man.
He was a cop. And,
I was thinking that too.
And like
that's exactly.
They were in love at the end of like.
I thought it was gonna be Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah, but they had
which would have made more sense.
Sounds like she's single again.
He survived.
Oh, that's right, he did.
Yeah, like because now the trope is like they could take so many stabbings.
It's so dude. The twins have taken. I've been stabbed like 30 times. Literally 30
and
times.
It's like
it's ridiculous.
Just like, kill them because
at some point.
Yeah, the twins are. I mean, those two characters are. I like the actors a lot. No, like the two characters, I'm like, oh god,
it's
here
just
we go
like
again. Yeah,
they're. Or I feel like, I really wanted Dewey there instead of Gale.
Yeah, seriously.
And because even though Gale and her are close, I just feel the connection between Dewey and.
Yeah.
Plus, it would make. More sense because since she's named Tatum after Dewey's sister, that would have been more touching.
Exactly. I think killing off Dewey is one of the biggest mistakes they did.
Yeah.
And there's still the relationship between Gale and Sidney still out of serial.
Yeah.
It's still like a lying under the surface. You know?
Yeah.
And I would have thought that I know she doesn't, but I thought that maybe like Gale would still have some anger about Dewey being killed because he's been pulled into Sidney's life so many times. So that didn't really come up, but. I thought it would. Which is what I thought she was going to... That's why I thought she was, like, interviewing her, like, being a little rough with the interview,
Well, I think also she's... because at the end, they kind of did come to terms with, like, you are my friend or whatever that. Right. I forget what she says exactly, but... or you are family because you're part of my trauma.
Yeah, everybody else is dead. You start off from Woodsboro. Yeah, exactly.
But... Yeah, I just feel it would be stronger if Dewey was there, and then maybe Gale died.
Agreed.
But that's just.
But now we get to play our favorite game, which if you listen to the podcast for the past few years, we always ask, Stan, could you take out this killer?
This killer
with every scream.
Definitely Anna Camp, which Jessica. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that would be nothing. Ethan Embry.
What if you were surrounded by tarps and she jumped on you?
What if you're hanging from some?
You can
automation.
You can get you can drop on. You can get the drop on a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Come up behind, and slap him in the back of the head with a crowbar. That doesn't make you the greatest fighter in the world. It's just you got the drop on somebody. So, but if they're ready for you, then now you got an issue, right? So, but Anna Camp, I could take her out for sure. The guy in the beginning, who was like
pretty tough.
Who's a rando killer.
Yeah,
he looked like a big guy,
going toe to toe.
And I think the actor is actually like 6'1" or something. So, and he's like an older dude. So
this was no 90-pound.
This was definitely this
old man strength.
This was definitely not Macaulay Culkin's little brother, or it's just no, or Mickey. What's her name? No. Who's like 5'2" or something. No. Yeah, the old man strength at the beginning, he'd been a little tough. Ethan Embry, I could probably take him. Yeah, but the old guy in the beginning, doing the guy with like that was because he at the.
I don't. Well, Ethan Embry, he's an orderly. He's got to handle out of control patients.
That's true. Yeah,
so
he does have the upper body strength. Yeah. True. Because so in the beginning, he the rando escaped mental patient.
Yeah.
He busts into Sydney's house, and her husband's there, who's the chief of police, and he fucks him up, It was a good job of fighting back. So
so 2 out of 3 you're saying you can take out?
2 out of 3 for sure.
All right.
Maybe Ethan Embry, 50-50, but the other guy I probably wouldn't want to fight.
Okay.
There's only a couple of Ghostface killers I wouldn't want to fight.
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant would probably fuck me up at that time. He's a little older now, so but definitely Stu Macher, probably not. Tall guy. What's his name? Matthew Lillard. He's kind of tall. And the first one, Billy, yeah. Those three probably give me some issues. Yeah.
I feel like now I gotta create a graphic to put on the Instagram with Stan versus all the other.
Although Roman Pritchard probably could fight too. He was pretty good.
Yeah. No, he was
pretty good.
He was because he took some stabs to the chest, but he did have a vest on. But
yeah. But overall, I mean, did you like it, Chad?
No, I liked it. I mean, obviously, it's like it's lower on the rank because I still have it as like 1, 3, 2, 4, and then 7, and then 5 and 6 are below. But
yeah, I can see. Yeah,
but I'd have to really rewatch 4. Because I've warmed up to it over time. It took me a while. But I still think 2 is better than 4. So
for sure.
So 1, 3, 2, 4.
The only
7.
issue I have with 4 are the killers. That's it. Because they're not, the Ghostface killer is like 6'2",
right,
when he's in the costume.
Yeah.
And then we see it's what's her face?
It's those boots. They give you that height.
I guess so.
There's 2 killers, right?
Yeah,
they're standing on top
4.
of the other one's on the other one's shoulders.
And they're both like really skinny, small kids. It's like, come on,
I mean that's the thing. You have to take the series with a grain of salt because like if you're the Ghostface, you have supernatural
powers.
Quote unquote.
True.
You can take a licking and keep on
appear and disappear at will too. Yeah. So,
but I will say in this movie they kept saying shoot him in the head, shoot him in the head. They've always repeated that throughout the series.
Always,
and then Stu has never been shot in the head. So that's why I was like he can still come back.
Exactly. Yeah, so then at the end they set it up that Stu's body's missing. We never got to it. But then they reiterate it's not Stu. He's dead. Come on, he's dead. And so a lot of us, I know Chad were
even Matthew Lillard, he said it in I saw it quoted because I guess he was in an interview somewhere, and he's like, this movie's set up that he could still be alive still.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
He's still advocating for that.
Well, yeah, there was a lot of people that thought he was going to end up being the killer in this one. So I don't know if there was a lot of people that were aggravated at when you guys saw the screening.
Yeah.
Were people mad when the
reveal
happened?
I had a feeling that as soon as we saw a video of him taunting Sydney, he's like, I'm right outside your daughter's school and it's game time, bitch, or something like that, and he hangs up. It's like it's probably not him. And they kept mentioning AI. I was like, oh shit, it's AI.
But then they kept they kept crossing it with like, oh, there's doubt there that it might actually be him, and so that's why I was just hoping. I was like, even if he's not here, if he's just making these videos and then he has other people doing the killings, I was like, that'd be.
That's
cool.
what I thought was happening. Yeah.
And I just hope I was like. In another world, I would have had the whole town that she moved into. Everyone is a Ghostface killer, and but
they're all just against.
Well, no, like if there was a Fox show with Kevin Bacon called The Following, and then the serial killer had like his whole cult was in every like they were the neighbor. They were cops. They were just everywhere. So I was like, that'd be cool if they kind of like with the Rip as well. The whole neighborhood's bought.
Everyone's in on it.
Like they funded it together.
Interesting.
A GoFundMe to buy them. We're making our stab 20 here. And
that was kind of like the last one because like there was like 7 killers in that. There's so many people. There's a whole family and then those 2 idiots in the beginning.
Yeah,
it's a flash mob of Ghostface.
Yeah,
but then you could have it like she's just mowing them down with the Glock. She's like, and then they're all jumping on top of the car, and she's got to swerve them off. And it turns more into an action movie. But
that definitely sounds.
That would be a nice finale, though. It'd be a cool finale, and then it leads to Stu being the ringleader.
Yeah,
and they have their little showdown.
And he's not wearing a mask. It's just because
he already
his face got smashed to look like the Scream mask. Like
that's what I was thinking.
Well, and that's what I liked about this because it was like almost if it was him, he's not like I'm not hiding anymore.
Right.
Like he was going full force. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I like this intensity. Let's keep it up.
Yeah, me too.
But only do one more. I think because like if it's not Stu, don't.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be Stu, man. I mean, it's a nice round number at 8.
Yeah, finish it off.
Yeah.
Then you can reboot it like years later if you want.
Oh shit! Yeah, they probably gonna do that. Yep.
Right, that's what they do with all these horror shows.
God.
And then it'll all be AI.
Yeah. But yeah, Scream 7. Check it out. We liked it a lot. Also, another movie that we all checked out was Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
Yeah.
What an interesting. Chad just kept fucking hitting us up.
Every day, you guys gotta see it.
Like every other hour. Hey, have you guys seen Nirvana the band yet? You guys seen Nirvana the band? And then we're like, no, Chad, I'll get to it. And then like 2 hours later, have you seen it yet?
Yeah.
And then eventually he was like, "Oh, by the way, it's playing tonight at 10 o'clock at night."
Right.
This was Thursday night.
Hey, I told you could have saw it the next day because there's plenty showing still. But you were like, "I'll see you at 10:25."
And I was like, all right. I said, I'm on my way right now to see. Just shut you the fuck up. And I actually drove to the theater with like 15 minutes left before the movie started, and I watched it.
Yeah.
And I said I was texting Chad on my way down there, risking my life, texting, doing 75, 85 on the freeway. And I'm like, Chad, this movie sucks, or you're pulling my leg on this shit, I'm going to fuck you up. And it actually was pretty good. Thank you for recommending it, Chad.
You're welcome.
Thanks for pushing us. Why don't you tell us your synopsis on it, since you were the one that was really pushing for it.
Well, so this, I will say initially, I thought this movie was about Nirvana, the actual band Nirvana.
That's what I thought too, yeah.
And that's how they get you.
It was months ago in October they were doing the Beyond Fest. It premiered there. Mm-hmm. And I didn't go to it because that's what I thought it was. And then I was seeing the trailers for it pop up of this past month. And I was like, oh, this is what it is. I was like, I'll check it out. And I saw it with friends of mine. And they've already seen it, but they wanted to see it again. And like, they were just like going blind, and I was like, all right, that's all I know is like two things. There's time travel, and it's like live in, like they're filming out in the real world
style.
Like guerrilla style, and that's all I knew. So going in, I was very surprised, and it was so funny. It's these two guys. They have a show in Canada. Mm-hmm. It was just called Nirvana, the band, the show. Mm-hmm. And it started as a web series, and then it became a television show. And I just got to pull up. It's Matt Johnson and
Jay Bird.
No, Jay McPharow, isn't it?
Yes.
McPharow.
He calls him Bird.
Yeah, so the original show was 2007, 2009,
yes.
Nirvana the band. And then in 2017, it was revived again for Nirvana the band, the show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it aired in Canada.
Yeah. And so pretty much they what they did here was they introduced us to them with an old clip from their B-roll of the show.
From the original web series.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're much younger, and they're trying to perform at this bar called the
Rivoli.
Yeah.
The Rivoli.
The Rivoli, yeah, the Rivoli. And so they're like, this is where it starts, and it just jumps 17 years, and they're present day, and they're older, but they're still wearing the same clothes.
Exact same clothes.
They're still living in the same space. Yeah.
And they're still trying to perform at the Rivoli. So Matt, he comes up with all these schemes to trick people into getting them to play at the Rivoli. And at some point, he comes up with the idea of time traveling to, I forget what they were supposed to do back then to get...
They were going to send a videotape saying that they were from the future.
Yes, that's what it was.
And then they have to play at the
Rivoli. Yeah. But and you'll notice watching the movie, and spoilers for anyone who's has not seen the movie.
Right. Yeah. Before we spoil anything, do see this movie if you get a chance.
Yes.
It's
really good.
Playing it in a lot of theaters, but I think it's for a limited time.
Yeah, it's probably on its way out soon.
Yeah, but it is really good. And like Chad says, going to see it blind. I didn't know anything going in. I didn't even see a trailer for it. And the first 10 minutes, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, it was...
Chad, what the hell did you say?
I was thinking that too. As soon as it started, I was like, oh, God, what is this? Like, is he fucking with me?
Right,
This is going to be stupid.
But yeah, it gets more... It gets more and more ridiculous as the movie goes.
It's like, it's just, it plays it so smart. It like adopts, and obviously stop here if you don't want to learn more about the movie and you want to go see it.
Yeah.
But I'll give it a second. And here we go. And then it's revealed that they do develop time travel, but it's pretty much the whole movie is a copy of Back to the Future.
Yeah, it just goes Back to the Future.
And it's... It's the funniest thing because it's based around like an old drink from the night. I didn't even know about the drink.
Orbeez?
I didn't know. I didn't know of it. I was like, I thought it was fake for the movie.
No, I drank. I remember drinking that stuff.
Real.
Oh, you didn't know that was real?
No, I looked it up later because there was it's under like
boba.
Yeah. Well, there was a brand called like Canadian. It's like a seltzer water. And I drank that, like there was flavored blackberry and all that stuff. But apparently they kind of owned Orbitz or something like that. And I just never never came to pass my way.
Dude, I had a bottle of that up till 2011.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that I bought in 1999.
Oh, man.
And I was like, oh, it's perfect. And then one day I accidentally knocked off the table and it fucking broke. And I was like, fuck.
So you were like them in the
I
movie.
was them.
My
Yeah.
last bottle.
No!
You could have time traveled.
I know, dude. I could have drank and just moved through time.
You
or gone into the ER. Which one?
Most likely.
You have your flux capacitor here. All you need to do is
pour it in, dude.
Yeah.
Just hold on to it.
Microplastics that are in there.
Yeah.
But they like have a RV that they turn it into, and it's just like there are these. It's a lot of improv.
Yeah.
Especially when they're filming out in the world in public with like real people.
Yeah.
Like there's some sequences that have hit the trailers where it's
it's very like if you like Borat or anything like that.
Yeah, very Borat, but like
they
also
have a running idea of
it has kind of a the camera work of I want to say The Office, but I don't know,
right,
or more mockumentary style type of thing.
Yeah,
because like when something happens, they'll do that quick zoom on the face to like catch the reaction of just they were great with repeating gags with like flashbacks.
Oh, the flashbacks are brilliant.
Yeah. Just like there's always a little bit more that never actually was.
It breaks the form a little bit.
Yeah. And the scene blocking of just like having their old selves and their new selves run cross paths with each other was so good. I mean, it's just like, and it's a simple story. It's not even like that too complicated. Like you can do so much with it. Apparently, there was more scenes of Jay being successful when he goes back to the future. And but like, I mean, some of the sequence. There's the tower sequence, which was amazing. They actually snuck pliers in there.
I saw that.
Like that. The guard was just like, "Oh, we just have to check." And
what are you using those for?
What do you? Oh, I use it to cut pieces off my clothes. Just
so cut his because he wears these pants. They're like completely cut open in the front.
Yeah.
He's like, just cut my pants. And like, oh, okay.
But they have these big humps on their back with parachutes.
Yeah.
And it's just like they were not stopped at all, which is just...
It's Canada, dude.
Yeah.
They have a whole different...
Hey, we're libertarian here.
Hey,
you can do what you want.
Yeah.
Although I really want to know if they... I would assume they had stunt doubles do the jump or like...
It says up to the point where they jump off, it was all... them filming.
Damn.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't jump off themselves.
No. Yeah. But I want to know, like, because I think they actually cut those cables
too. The safety?
They cut the safeties.
Jesus.
So it's just like I was like, oh my god, it's like I'm sure I was surprised they weren't arrested for that.
Yeah. I don't think anybody actually jumped. It looked like that was all like.
No, that was probably like they sent people up to jump after.
Or I think it was just CGI. I don't think it was an actual person that jumped off. Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think the Canadian government would allow that at all.
Or I mean, like,
yeah.
Well, no, maybe they parachuted from a plane and they just filmed them coming down.
I doubt it. I doubt it. They because parachuting into a city is incredibly dangerous. You're most likely going to hit a power line.
Some people free base.
Which is illegal.
Oh, yeah. I thought sometimes they got like a permit to do it or something.
I mean, I think free basing off of a building is pretty much illegal.
They probably did film someone parachuting, but not in that location.
Yeah, exactly. And they just added
it superimposed.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
but they do land on the
roof.
So.
Yeah,
that's just crazy. Yeah, I think all that was CGI'd in or something. Yeah.
Well,
them actually at the top and cut. Yeah, they're all doing that. Yeah.
So, and like just dropping
that rope from
the wire from all the way from the top is just like that was. I wonder if some of that had to be fake as well because that could have been dangerous to land on somebody.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's just so many great jokes and like that they are such a great duo together. Obviously, you could tell that they've been doing it for a long time, but like they play off each other so well with Matt Johnson going into like these rants of like his like crazy plan and he's just not paying attention to Jay like what he's saying, and he's like, wait a minute, you're totally right, and it's this stupid idea, and it's just the smallest of corrections there, but there
was some heart to it too.
There was plenty heart.
So I remember when there's a scene where they go back to 2003. 2008, sorry. Yeah, and they run into their old selves.
Yeah.
But they're trying to like not have their old selves realize that they're the older self.
Yeah.
So at one point, Jay comes down and he starts talking to him. And he says, or not Jay, who's the
Matt?
Matt, yeah. He says, it's if you have a best friend, you're not ever going to notice getting old,
Right?
Yeah. And so then that's when he tells his friend tells him like, well, actually, I was trying to get away from you.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, really? Oh, fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's when he changes the board. Their whiteboard says, "Don't play at the Rivoli," and that's what actually makes Jay become
basically the Biff Tannen.
huge successful. Yeah, very successful.
Yeah.
And then in the present, in the alternate timeline they've created, Jay's like, "Oh shit, I'm huge. I'm a huge star. I'm a huge pop star." Like, no, I want this to I want to stay here.
Yeah.
So and that's when he smashes the Orbitz bottle in the car that powers the time travel. It's great.
And then
he's like, "This is stupid, right? This is the stupidest thing." I love when they say that about Orbitz. Yeah.
They're realizing how stupid all of that is, which is just a great joke on it.
As a joke, yeah.
And there's a one scene in particular that's just so funny, where when they do time travel and they kind of have they're like, let's go check a movie, go to the movies, and it's a Hangover.
Oh god, yes.
And then
the theater's packed.
And then Jay wants to leave because he's like, he doesn't believe it's
they don't
back in time yet, so he wants to leave to go to his gig that he planned outside of Matt.
Aside from Matt,
aside from Matt. And Matt's just sitting there watching the movie, and they say the F word in the movie.
It's a derogatory slang for gay people.
Yes. And he's like, "Oh no!"
And he because everybody starts cracking up at the and he looks around like, "Oh shit!"
You can't get away with that in 2026.
And oh my god, that was so funny to have that react because times have changed, so it's like that's not funny anymore. And but oh man, and then when they try to they notice all the signage around. It's I forget what was
they got Dark Knight up there.
Yeah, the Dark Knight, and there was another billboard. I forget what it was though, but it was.
Then they had Bill Cosby on newspapers.
Yes,
like praising him. Yeah, it was like, oh Jesus,
America's Dad or something.
America's Dad, yeah.
Oh man, and then it's just so good with it was a nice fresh surprise. You don't get many movies like that now,
right?
Where they're either big budget or they're indie, but I don't know, we haven't had a comedy that really hit.
Yeah,
at least for me that hasn't hit that hard.
Well, I knew of Matt's work from watching Blackberry.
I did not know that. That was
really good. So. And if you like Blackberry, you'll love this. If you love this, you probably should go check out Blackberry as well.
But there's not much humor in Blackberry though, right? It's more serious.
It's dark humor. Yeah, it's serious to a point.
Yeah,
but it's
still played light.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you got a lot of comedy people in there.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is kind of just an interesting take on the tech revolution of the early 2000s. Weirdly enough.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a great film. I had a lot of fun, and it's just it's such crazy comedy. There's a scene where Jay is now this huge celebrity, and he's on his tour bus.
Oh gosh!
And they played a game. Him and Matt played a game in their home before when they're in their timeline when they're not celebrities at all. And he has this little pellet gun, and he's like, "Oh, it's Jay's favorite game," and he shoots him with the little pellets, and it's harmless, but it's just the game that they have. So Jay picks it up reminiscent about Matt because he's run away from him, and he has picks up an actual handgun, and he thinks it's a little pellet gun, and he's got all his staff on the bus. He's like, "You guys didn't tell me it was gun," and he points it at the dude and pulls the trigger, and that's actual gun, blows the guy's head off. I was like, "Oh shit!"
And then makes him want to take that time machine.
Yeah, take good. He was time machine to go back 2 days, and then Matt's like, "Why just 2 days? Why just 2 days ago? Yeah. Why you want to go back 2 days?"
Spilled in my pants.
Yeah.
Oh, I just spilled some
wine on my pants.
Wine on my pants.
Yeah, and then they do the flashback things we were talking about. It's
some wine on my pants and
kill someone. Yeah, it's a great movie. I had a really fun time watching it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really worth catching it with a crowd if you can, because it's just the audience just makes it even better. Mm-hmm. And I would recommend. I'm probably gonna, if it does come with a physical copy, I'm probably gonna pick that up.
Yeah, for sure.
But
because I want to support these guys and more stuff they do.
Yeah,
so.
Hope they get a bigger budget and
definitely.
more films and stuff. So to do
that'd be awesome. They did a lot more. If they do a lot more stuff, like you said, that'd be awesome, dude. Because I have never heard of these guys until this. And holy shit.
I didn't know it was because recently an old viral video of theirs popped up after I saw the movie, and I was like, "Oh, that was them the whole time." Mm-hmm. It's where they're in a living room and they're going through the Wii menu, and the Wii music is playing, and he's like saying all the titles of the video games to go with the song as like the words to the song of the Wii menu, and I was like, "That was them." Melody, yeah. And I was like, I did not know that was them, so. I was like, oh man, so I kind of knew of them in a quasi way, but no, I'd love for them to keep doing stuff, do more bigger movies over here, maybe.
So this is interesting. We were talking about the music and how it uses a lot of music from Back to the Future, and we thought that they had changed things up, but it actually says the movie uses audiovisual material from Back to the Future without permission from copyright holders, because it was considered a parody and thus protected under the concept of fair use in the United States. I was like, oh shit.
Well, that's the footage and stuff they use, but the music Jay composed himself, and it was off like
just films,
just a little bit off kilter where it's not the same thing. So they were able to get away with
that's
that,
insane.
which is great.
We do a C sharp at this bit. It's like they do a B.
It's like dun 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 with, and then Vanilla Ice is.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it was great, and even the candid scenes with like them just interacting with like people on the street.
Yeah,
so well done.
The only guy that had his face blurred was the guy who let the pliers go through.
Yeah,
obviously he was like, I don't want to lose my job.
Yeah.
It's Canada, dude. They don't have the same paranoia that we do here. Yeah, so
they're all very nice.
Exactly. That's the other thing. They're very polite. So, they're like, oh, we don't want to hurt these guys' feelings. Take their pliers. But yeah, I'm glad you recommended it, Chad. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now you know I'll never steer you wrong. You're always
well. I don't know about all that, but yeah. But thank you. Regardless, so.
Hey, even a broken clock is right twice.
Hey, the prosecutor was good. You like that?
That was good.
See?
Yeah, but that's Donnie Yen. So.
But yeah, I mean, not every Donnie Yen movie is.
But they are though. Check it out. Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. Really well done.
Yes.
Watson and I also checked out The Bride. I don't know if you saw this, Chad.
I did not see The Bride.
Watson reached out and was like, hey, man, you guys want to go see The Bride tonight? This is an American horror film, I guess?
An interesting horror film.
Starring Jesse Buckley and Kristen Bale.
Yes. Directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Written and directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal. Yep. Also has her brother in it.
Yeah.
It was it's a modern-ish take, I guess, on Frankenstein tale with the Bride,
I described it to someone as kind of like Bonnie and Clyde meets like Moulin Rouge,
exactly.
like Baz Luhrmann kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You know, we got very
Art Deco.
Takes
place in the
weird
30s.
musical numbers.
Yeah.
Really, really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is it more of a musical than Joker 2?
I think they're almost neck and neck.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. Also, although
this isn't marketed as a musical.
Definitely not. Okay. And I didn't even know there was actual like dance numbers in it.
Yeah, no.
From the trailer, it doesn't say.
No, I didn't know really what I was interested. Obviously, it's a great cast through and through. Though we'll talk about. There's a few things I would probably change.
Yeah.
Great cast, great. I was interested. I mean, especially we just saw Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein this year. Mm-hmm. So seeing what they were going to do with this and how it was going to be different, and this is a Warner Brothers picture, so it has nothing to do with the Universal MonsterVerse stuff. So I'm like, okay, how are you making this version different enough? That Universal's not going to sue you guys, but they do a great job of completely coming up with their own story.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't it more of the Bride story and not really Frankenstein?
It's both.
It is. It is kind of a two-hander. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you do start with Christian Bale playing Frankenstein, the monster.
Yeah.
Showing up and asking. Annette Bening is in there as a doctor.
It starts off with Mary Shelley.
Yes.
The original writer of Frankenstein or Modern Prometheus, being in the afterlife. She's kind of stuck in this limbo as kind of like a ghost. and she says that she has one more story to tell, and she possesses the body of Ida, who is the bride, who is
Jessie
Buckley, and it looks like she's in this nightclub with her friends, and as she kind of begins to gyrate and go into kind of epileptic seizures.
Yeah.
And as she's doing that, Mary Shelley is talking through her. So she has like a regular American, accent. But then when she talks as Mary Shelley, it's this kind of like
Jessie Buckley playing Mary Shelley as
exactly.
well.
I was just about that.
Yeah, it's kind of like this gothic kind of like older language that she's.
Yeah, I was calling it ghost Tourette's.
That's what it seemed like.
Because it's like every now and then she would just kind of like go into like a fit. And
then, like convulses and twitches, and then she speaks as Mary Shelley.
Yeah.
It was really a strange.
It's very interesting because it's Mary Shelley talking to the audience, then inserting herself into the story.
Yeah.
But then, like, there is an actual Frankenstein monster in the story.
Yeah.
So it's like breaking the fifth wall.
It was.
Because like he's breaking the fourth wall, talking to the audience, and what is this? Because you're inserting yourself into this character.
Well, I would think if the writer themselves insert them,
right?
Like for whoever's point of view, they're writing as that character. So she's
it was very interesting
jumping into her.
Yeah,
it only worked because of Jessie Buckley. Who is able to carry Jesus Christ.
Set the timer now. I'm going to talk for 45 minutes straight about how wonderful and amazing.
Amazing.
This girl, this woman came out like pretty much nowhere this year, right? Like Hamlet was her kind of the big break. Obviously she's getting a lot of award nominations and a lot of eyes on her now. Yeah. But man, give her every award because she is a firecracker in this. Yeah. She speaks a mile a minute in this. She's doing different accents.
Yeah.
The physicality of her character is amazing as well. Like even the stuff before she becomes a reanimated creature.
Yeah.
Just her stuff like you're saying, like gyrating and like convulsing and then switching from these two characters. Like, it's so amazing.
Well done.
I had a smile on my face. Like as soon as the Mary Shelley stuff started, I was smiling, going like, "Oh, this is what kind of movie this is." All right.
And I had seen her in Hamlet, so I knew the kind of performances she can bring to the screen. Because in that, you haven't seen that yet, right?
Not yet.
Well,
I know.
If you,
I know I want to, but like I said, it is
tough because it's parents and it's losing the child. But dude, what she does in that movie throughout the entire thing, but particularly at the end when she's confronting basically the embodiment of her dead son on stage as Hamlet. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like she really brings it home.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But yeah, it's the Frankenstein's monster, they call him Frank in this.
Yeah.
Is a living thing that has been cobbled together by human bodies as the Mary Shelley story goes.
Yeah.
And he's looking for a bride because he's been
alone for
over 100 years. Yeah, he approaches the doctor to try to
So Annette Bening plays a doctor that has been publishing work about like she's been reanimating cats and a few other things. So Frank reaches out, going like, "Hey, I've read your papers, I read your work. I need a companion."
Yeah.
And she does an examination on him. And it's wonderfully done, and he talks about like this is the first time someone's even touched me.
Yeah, when he shook his hand.
Yeah.
So
because even she was like, "So you want sex? Like how hard?" He's like, "No, I it's not about sex.
Right,
it's
companionship.
About, companionship." And I think Christian Bale does an amazing job.
Amazing, yeah.
And he's playing his character of like. He still talks kind of like a newborn in a way, like the way his mannerisms are, but he's like you can tell like the loneliness, and you can tell like he's trying to be more than just a monster. Like through the beginning part of the movie, you see him go to the movies a lot, and he's watching these movies with a character that Jake Gyllenhaal plays, and it's like this like early 30s like black and white. Like gentleman character.
Yeah, it's like these old big screen like dance movies.
Yeah, very like Errol Flynn kind of stuff, or not Errol Flynn.
Errol Flynn is good.
Yeah, but Frank kind of inserts himself in the movie, and you see him like following suit and doing the dance moves.
Yeah, dressing
as a gentleman, and you kind of feel like he's trying to not be a monster in those moments, right? And then
and also he walks around with a scarf over his face and a hat on because he's got these scars over him because he's a patched up monster.
Yeah.
But did you notice that in the movies theater, because it's dark in there, he takes everything off.
Yeah.
Takes his scarf off, takes his hat off, and so he's like mimicking the characters dancing on screen.
Yeah, he's talking the same way and everything.
And it's sad because like the audience is like, shh, keep it down. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. He like kind of like goes back to
back on.
he puts his hat back on. He goes back into like kind of mellow, kind of mousy.
Like through the course of the movie, he has like anxiety.
Yeah.
And what calms him down is going to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was such a great little choice.
So well, dude. So well done.
And yeah, it was just little things like that. Like and yet again, like I think he does a great job. Christian Bale always seems to do a great performance.
Well, he embodies whatever character.
Yeah,
he just
exactly.
Like for the Machinist, he actually lost like 10% of his 20% of his body weight, whatever it was. It was like ridiculous. Skin and bone.
Yeah, he was down to like 3% body fat.
Yeah, he was eating a can of tuna and an apple like a day.
Yeah.
Like what
he wanted to lose like another 20 pounds, and the doctor was like, no.
Yeah, even the director was like, you're out of your fucking, we're not going to allow that, dude. You're going to kill yourself. Yeah.
But, and in this, he's fairly slim. He's not like,
he's not,
he's not like Jason Elordi type version of the monster.
He's not Bruce Wayne.
No, exactly, no. But I think they did such a great job with he does look like a cadaver. He looks, the stitches and everything looks very natural. And so Jessica Buckley's character has an accident where she gets thrown down some stairs, and her neck is broken by she's like, her boyfriend kind of works for a mob boss,
right?
And we find out this mob boss has been killing a bunch of women and like cutting their tongues out.
Yeah.
And she gets drunk and kind of brings it up at a bar. And
as Mary Shelley's possessing her, she starts saying, "Oh, you've killed women. You've killed," like points out her crimes to the mob boss. Mob boss is like, "How do you know about that?" Basically, so he wants her gone.
Yeah. So she has a little accident.
Yeah, exactly.
And kicked down some stairs, breaks her neck. And Annette Bening and Christian Bale dig up her body from like a pauper's grave, basically.
Yeah, because they need a new cadaver.
Yeah, and even Annette Bening's like, why are you put together with so many bodies? Like, you just get one body,
right? Which
was like, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
And they bring her back, but they inject like this black solution in her, and as she's like comes back to life. Like she like coughs the stuff up and it like stains her skin, so she's got these like black like marks all over her body, which I love that
face.
Look.
Yeah, me too.
It was great.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's where you get like the black kind of marking
ink
across
stain.
her face.
Yeah.
I guess it's to replace the stripe of hair.
Pretty much, yeah. Although her hair is in the beginning is still kind of like shaped a little bit like the bride.
Yeah, exactly.
To an extent, yeah. It comes down later, but yeah, and when they shock her, it's still kind of like in that kind of poofy, kind of ball.
Yeah, so you kind of know who the character is without yet again, Universal's not knocking on the door going, we own that motherfucker.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, it's in the film, the original one. Also, they changed this in the original Bride of Frankenstein was made in the 30s. She, like the movie's called The Bride of Frankenstein,
right?
But she's in it like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Mostly it's Frank's journey, being lonely, being chased from like area to area by the mob that's trying to kill the mob of people that are trying to kill him.
Right.
Encountering the old man, in the blind old man who lives by himself, and he becomes friendship with him. And then he finally sees the bride at the end of the film, and she rejects him straight out.
Right. And
in this, she's kind of like, who are you?
Yeah, she has no memory of her life.
Right.
And he kind of says like, oh, no, we were a thing.
Yeah.
We were together.
He makes up a whole story about how they were married.
Right, yeah. And kind of like fills it. And then like, meanwhile, Mary Shelley is still in her head going like, because she's like, what's my name, basically. And, Frank is like, oh, good, you're Penelope, you're Penny, pretty Penny. Yeah. And then like, Mary Shelley's like, you gotta find your name, you gotta find your name. And she's, she's a very free spirit. And she's like, I want to go dancing, I want to go do all these things. And he's used to being hated by the mob and everything.
Hiding in the shadows.
Hiding. And so, but they do go out. He gets a little drunk. Then
he's drinking like a lot of coconut drinks.
Yeah. And she's, out on the dance floor dancing away, and like a couple of guys are like groping her and stuff like that. they go outside, they try to leave, and the guys get into their face, and Frank does what Frank does, which is,
rages out.
He rages out and smashes things.
Yeah.
And basically they're wanted by the cops. They go on the run at that point. And she's the one that really is like, no, we're monsters. Like, let's be monsters. You know? And he's the one that's constantly trying to be more human.
Yeah.
Until, like, she kind of brings the monster out in him, which I kind of dug.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, too, because he said, when they go on the run, because he knows he killed these two guys.
Yeah.
He says it like, it's like,
I've seen them.
Yeah, it's happened before. I've seen this before. He's seen the mobs before.
Yeah.
So, like, which was interesting because, like,
there's some history there.
Right. Yeah. It's harkening back to the original Frankenstein tale. Of the villagers like coming after him with pitchforks. And then as the mob approaches him, they actually have like pitchforks and like torches in their hands. It was great. Yeah, even though it takes place in 1930 Chicago.
Yeah, you still gotta have some pitchforks.
Yeah, exactly. It was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, but I love that connection of like she brings the wildness out in him.
Exactly.
And then he learns to kind of accept, we're monsters.
Yeah, and there's a great scene where they go. They sneak into a very like highfalutin. They eventually end up in New York because they got to flee Chicago.
Yeah,
end up in New York, and they end up in like this kind of like highfalutin party. And they reveal themselves. First, they try to be they pretend like they're servers.
Staff,
yeah. But then Frank sees Jake Gyllenhaal's character, who's his idol.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh my God, you've changed my life. You gave me the strength to keep going."
Yeah.
And of course, Jake Gyllenhaal, and he thinks that Jake Gyllenhaal is gonna his character because he had polio as a kid. Jake Gyllenhaal's character, so his one leg is shorter than the other, so he's kind of a monster, of himself in that society. So he thinks he understands someone that's different, and Jake Gyllenhaal's character rejects him, just kind of makes fun of Ronnie Reed is his character, just makes fun of him, and that's when like he again rages out again.
Yeah, and there's
a great dance number there.
Amazing dance number.
So good because the way that at first it's just Frank and the bride on dance floor, but then of course there's like backup dancers that come out of nowhere, which I love. But the way that they have the dance is like they have like this kind of like gangly, like very like rigid move, like a zombies.
Thriller-like.
Yeah, thrillers. Yeah, exactly. Because they eventually do see a film because again, he said he gets his anxiety, so they go see a zombie film, and it's they like you see the characters on the screen at one point, and so they move like zombies, like this kind of slow shuffling thing. But that's the way they do the dance number. It's so well done.
Really well done.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah,
and it's shot like in black and white too.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And then when they're in, she gets kind of taken over again by Mary Shelley, and she talks about all the men that have done bad things to women that are in the building, and kind of starts this feminist revolution where women around the country now are staining their face like hers, and fighting back, and so it's a little bit of like a women's lib movement, in the 30s.
Yeah.
But that story, see, I think the first two acts of this movie are really good.
Really good. Solid.
I think the third act
is when
we talked about
this. Flounders a little bit.
It flounders a bit. And it like stuff like that, the storylines like that kind of get just kind of it's brought up and then just kind of gone.
Yeah, it's just I mean, I understand why they did it, but it was kind of like thrown in there.
Yeah.
Because at the same time we have a cop, a cop and his assistant.
Right.
Who were pursuing them from Chicago.
Yeah,
because of the murders
Penelope
they committed.
Cruz and
Peter Sarsgaard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's basically she's the detective, but is not anyone knows.
He's not an actual cop,
right? And no one really pays attention to her because she's a woman.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm your girl Friday. Like I'm the one that's like I can talk to the cops and everything, get the information, you can figure stuff out.
Yeah.
But she's been like wanting to get credit for these cases that he's been getting. Yeah. And he's like, maybe someday,
Yeah.
The one thing I'd say is I think Penelope Cruz is miscast in this.
Yeah, very much so.
I think he's great, and but I feel like it's funny because I was watching it going like, who would have been good in this? Who would be great? And then I go, who has really good chemistry? His wife, who is also directing this movie.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm like,
I forgot that they were married. Yeah.
I'm like, she would have been great in that role.
Yeah, man.
And you could have a little bit of the Dark Knight, connection again with the Christian being there. But but I guess maybe she just didn't want to be in.
The overall,
I'm surprised she wasn't in anything.
Exactly. Yeah, the overall, I think she just wanted to kind of focus on directing, but like the overall chase of them by the cops the least interesting part of it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really care about these two characters, the cop and the assistant, and now she's a cop too, and I guess you just become a cop because another cop hands you the badge.
That's the way it works, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, he says something like, I talked to the commissioner and they said I could pick my replacement.
Exactly, because that's the way it works. Exactly. Yeah. No police training or anything. No police academy. Nothing.
He wasn't her assistant. I mean, she wasn't his assistant or nothing.
She was. She was a secretary. Yeah.
She wasn't.
Throughout the movie, up to the point where he hands her the badge, she's technically a secretary.
Yeah. Okay.
She's not a cop.
Yeah. So she's just she's helping him while
she works for the police department, but she's not a cop.
And she's the one that like makes all the connections. Like she
right,
finds
exactly.
the clues.
Now she's an actual detective.
She's smarter than him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But anyway, but that was like the most interesting part of like I was like these two whatever. I just wanted to see. I love the whole Bonnie and Clyde aspect of because they're on the run for a while.
There was some connection where he knew Ida. He knew the bride before she died.
Yeah.
So he knows her and has memories of her.
Yeah.
And then she has no memory of him whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And you find out that she was actually like his informant, and like she knew about these murders that was happening with the gangster, and went to him.
Wait, this is the secretary?
No, this is
the bride.
She knows who
the cop is.
The cop. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she knew him before this whole chain of events in the movie.
Right.
But we kind of just find out of nowhere.
Yeah, it is kind of an he kind of like in the New York scene kind of talks to her a little bit, but and then Penelope Cruz is like, why are you defending her? Right. Why are you going to chase her? This.
Is the person who murdered her resolved in any way?
Not really.
Not really. No. You get like a little flash at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Of like the female gangs kind of taking him out.
Yeah, it looks like they capture the mob boss and are about to cut his tongue out.
Yeah.
Who's been cutting the tongue out of women.
Oh.
But it's like all these women who are like taking revenge on him.
But
it's like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, you know?
And it's very like unfulfilling because I thought that she should be the one, when they bring her back.
Yeah.
Because there's a huge shootout at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Very, yet again, very Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah. They end up back in Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah. They all, Frank gets shot in the head. She gets shot up. And, Annette Bening is there to revitalize them again. And that's kind of the end of the movie for them is, you just see them kind of coming back. I thought, we're going to have another scene where they go after the gangster.
Oh, I was hoping not, dude.
I mean,
by that point, I was like already dying.
It was very long. It was a long movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you could easily cut 20 minutes of
for sure
the chase stuff out and the stuff of them on the run, going from town to town.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 hours, this movie, yeah.
It's only
126 minutes.
It felt longer.
Did feel much longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the first 2 acts are brilliant.
Yeah.
And then just the third act kind of feels like it flounders a bit.
And they're kind of like they're trying to resolve everything, so they're kind of shoving everything in real quickly. And it doesn't always work. And, but I mean, overall, like I really wish that they had stuck to, because like whenever the two cops were on the screen, I was like, okay, but I was like, I just want to, what's going on with Frank and the bride? Like, because at one point they're on the run, they get pulled over by some state police, and they're trying to, stay under the radar, and maybe we can talk our way out of this. And then one of the state policemen starts following her, so Frank shoots the other cop. And there was something really weird, like instead of just driving off, because there's no cameras, they run away. Like their perfectly good vehicle, they leave it behind.
Yeah, I
there's
thought that was
there's
weird
no
too.
like dash cameras or anything like that. There's no. It's this 1934 or whatever.
Yeah.
But they just run off and leave their car there, and now they're on foot. I was like,
I didn't
okay,
know why
I didn't. And so then I was hoping at that point, what I was hoping after he shot the cops, I was like, oh, now we're gonna do like an actual Bonnie and Clyde thing where they're like robbing, banks and shit like that.
Right.
But no, they just kind of run off and they end up back in. They steal another car, and I was just like, okay. It's just it kind of circled around a lot.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, again, like you said, the first two halves of the movie were really well done, man. I loved it. But it could have been shorter.
Yeah, and there's some motivation questions. I mean, like through the course of the movie, the whole question is like. You have to find your name. And then she finally decides on what her name will be, which is just the bride.
The bride, yeah.
And so you think like, oh, she's going to find her own sense of self kind of thing. And then in the end, she just kind of falls in love with Frank anyway.
Right.
So it's like, what was that all about?
Yeah.
Like what was her journey really? Because in the end, she just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm going to, till the end of eternity, baby.
Right.
So it does kind of like, flounders at the end a bit.
Yeah. I mean, overall, it was still a good movie. I would still recommend it.
Oh, yeah. And yet again, I can't.
And this was really more. This is definitely a movie to see in theaters because of the huge spectacles they put on for the dance numbers. Really well done. So,
as you were talking about the movie, I was just looking up because I was like, I know I've seen her in something, and I was like, she was in Men. She was the main girl, and I completely
forgot. She was also in Chernobyl.
I didn't watch Chernobyl.
Oh yeah,
but
she was the bride. One of the talking to the bride. She was one of the brides of the guys, of the victims of the accident.
But no, I was like, that's why she's familiar.
A firecracker.
Face,
she's a force of nature in this. And both of us came out of there going like, this is what. And a lot of people are making the comparisons of Joker, Folie à Deux. Like this is kind of what it should have been.
100%. That would have them being on the run,
right? Doing
the dance number thing.
Yeah. Like him manipulating her and creating her past and everything. Like. That's the way it should have been.
I know.
I mean, I from how you talked or described the plot of the movie, I was like, I would have had the detective as Van Helsing, and he's chasing them down.
Yeah, I mean, that would have worked too.
And then he's like, in the newspaper, is like, Helsing takes down the Count, and then he's after the bride, and Frankenstein murder.
Just have some like Cajun guy, like, they call me Gilman.
He went down to the bayou.
Right, exactly. Like you do a little their own version of Monster Squad.
Yeah. Welcome to my bayou, Van Helsing. And then say,
you went to my Black Lagoon.
I'm sending you back to the bog. And then I'm trying to think. Then Invisible Man would be like. He's got a chem lab because he's like dealing drugs.
Oh yeah, there you go.
He's like, yeah. I don't know if he would actually be invisible or not, but he would just have to be. I don't know. Yeah,
John Cena.
He's John Cena, or just in bandages.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, he's got like chemical burns and stuff, so he's bandaged up.
Yeah. Nah, it would have to be a mummy or something. You know what? The drug dealer would be Jekyll and Hyde. That's
there you go.
Yeah, true.
There you go.
I bring out everybody's inhibitions. You know, everybody's got to feel what's going on.
Yeah, he's got two drugs. Like, who do you want to be, Jekyll or Hyde?
Yeah, what do you want to be? Take your choice. I choose my bullets. And then his hat flies up in the air.
There you go.
Lands on.
These are gold.
Dude. Yeah. Just have chat right.
I'm gonna TM.
Overall, Bride. I recommend it.
I really dug it. I recommend it. She's amazing.
Yeah. Did you also notice that she was juking the camera a lot?
Yeah. Doing a lot of Dutch angles. A lot of interesting stuff going on with the camera work.
It was good.
There's two things I hate: circus people and the Dutch. It's from Austin Powers.
Oh, right.
It was very good.
Yeah, sorry I didn't get the reference from a movie that was made 20 years ago.
Sorry, well, I guess you didn't like it because...
No, he's very young. He's only 20.
Oh, yeah. He's a wee little boy.
Yeah. He doesn't remember those movies.
Exactly. What are we talking about here?
Exactly.
What is Austin Powers?
You know, he's a British... he ruined any future 007 movie because people can't... Well,
that's true.
People can't take those seriously anymore.
That's true, yeah. That's true. And we also got a before we move on to some of the trailers we saw, Chad went on ahead and watched Crime 101.
Yes.
Tell us, Chad, what was up with this movie? We did not get to a solid invite again, by the way.
Yeah, well, I sent you on missions to see a movie yourselves, so you were busy.
Yeah, I guess so. Wasn't that busy, but okay.
But so this movie, people have apparently been like saying it's got similarities to Heat, and I could feel that.
You feel the heat?
Feel the heat with the vibe of the movie.
The heat?
I mean, it's not nowhere near as good as Heat, obviously, but it takes place in L.A. And Crime 101. You'd think, it's like he's learning crime, like
there's a class.
Not even close. I kind of made a joke on the way to the theater. Just like, it's going to be off the freeway. It's going to be like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah. And it is, because all his crimes are just like a mile away from the 101.
Oh, jeez.
And they're all the thing. But
that's what the title comes from?
That's the title, but it has nothing to do... It has nothing to do with, like, the real plot of the story. That's just his method.
Right.
Because you learn Chris Hemsworth is OCD.
Uh-huh.
And like he just has his pattern that he does.
Oh, I thought because of Quick Getaway. That's what I thought.
Well, I think that's the case, but like the problem with the movie, he never, we never get to see him hop on the 101 for the thing.
Shit.
So I'm just like, why?
That's where the big finale should take.
I think maybe like he was driving on it at one point, but like it's just like, yeah, the Getaway. I didn't see him hop on it once, but.
Well, I'll give the movie a little bit more credit then, because when I first saw that trailer, and that title came up, I was like, that is like first draft, shitty title of your crime movie. It's Crime 101. I'm like, that is the worst title I've ever heard.
I thought it was also about him learning about.
No, that's
so. But now hearing that, I'm like, okay, it's a little bit more clever than I thought.
I was like, that's kind of cool because like it might be an easy getaway, and get in and get out, and because the whole movie he just robs couriers,
right.
And like they're delivering diamonds, and they get off the one, so it's like just easy access.
Right. I wish there was a little explaining that in the trailer. Would have been nice.
I mean, it's
the 101 freeway.
It's
one of the busiest freeways in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's not very because like so pretty much
does he have a motorcycle or a car?
He's a car.
Oh wow.
And
you're not getting very far.
Well,
depending on what time it is.
Well, no, but he has like in one of the first
take this exit for excitement.
In one of the first robberies he does, he has he like speeds off, and then he finds like because he has a car planted in a car park, and they switch cars, and he puts the tarp over the one that he was driving away in, and then he comes out and exits in a whole new one. So he and he's like since he's very OCD, like you see him before he goes to commit the heist, he like stands over a body bag and he like scratches his head and like all his dandruff and all
the
like,
DNA,
all his DNA, and he rolls it up in the there, and so he's very tidy and
must be clean.
And the whole thing about his robberies is there's never any violence. He always does the same thing. He scouts everything. He asks them to hand over their phones, and no one usually gets hurt. And like, but he
has guns.
Yes, he does have a gun. He threatens with a gun, but he doesn't like hit anybody or anything like that. So, and he threatens them. He always has like a video of a car in front of the person's house, and like, if you want your family, and they'll like, okay, we'll hand over, So, and then Mark Ruffalo, he's like a detective's like, this guy, I know he's like planning all his robberies around the 101, and all the other cops are like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. Just close the case. Close the case.
Mark Ruffalo always plays a very dedicated cop.
No, that's one of the few roles I really like him.
In the middle of LA.
I like him as a cop. He always does a good job.
Remember, he was a cop in with the movie with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. Collateral.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a very dedicated guy in that one.
He was more. He had more of the. I don't think he was playing an Hispanic cop, but he looked like.
It seemed like he was.
He had the handlebar mustache.
Well, he said, he says, talks to one of his suspects. At first, he's like, "Estás con una muchacha," or something like that.
His hair's like greased back.
Yeah, it's pretty.
He probably got tanned up a little.
I think he was supposed to be playing like a narc.
Yeah,
cop, and that's why he was
undercover.
And
my informant just got killed.
Yeah. Then he played a detective in Zodiac.
Yeah. And then also,
oh God,
Now You See Me.
Oh, that's right. Now You See. Oh shit, see, yeah.
And like,
we can just watch all the Mark Ruffalo cop movies.
Yeah.
Exactly. And pretty much, so he's hunting. Chris Hemsworth is like, who is this guy? He
Did they meet a diner somewhere? Or?
No, the only diner scene is Mark Ruffalo with oh my God, she was from Hateful Eight. She was the one being hung at the end. I'm blanking on her name all of a sudden.
I know you. Yeah. Jennifer Jason Leigh. Yeah.
Yes. I was like, it's not Elizabeth Shue. It's the other one.
And she, they're just in the diner, and she's like telling him, "I'm gonna divorce. I'm leaving you," and stuff like that. So, but which is not really important at all. It just gives him a reason because Mark Ruffalo runs into Halle Berry at a point, and he's like, "Oh, you live by the beach," and he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna get a place by the beach just to feel a little different, something a little different,
midlife crisis."
Yeah, but anyway, Chris Hemsworth, he kind of does these robberies for Nick Nolte, which I was surprised he was in the movie. I didn't even know.
Holy shit, yeah.
And he's just talking like this.
I was about to say, how's his performance?
No, I mean, Nick Nolte's still solid performance, but it was just like such a jolt to, and he's still like his shaky self in the voice.
Jolty in the voice.
Does he say the dead presidents are surfers?
The dead presidents.
No, he's like, you do this to me. You know, they have a back and forth with like,
you did a good job at the.
And then
good Nolte, man.
Yeah, and Chris Hemsworth, he's like having second thoughts on this next next gig he did, and so Nick Nolte calls in Barry.
Koenig.
Yeah, Koenig, and to take over the job that Chris Hemsworth scouted and prepped for. And he did it very violently. Like, he was hitting people with a gun and pulling ladies by their hair. He's like, oh, fuck it. And then he stole more than what the case was attached to the courier. Like, he stole some jewelry from the cases and stuff like that. And
he's a loose cannon.
Yeah, he's a little bit more erratic and loose cannon. But guess what vehicle he has?
A motorcycle.
A dirt bike.
Well, hey,
that's still good. Yeah,
that works too.
And so pretty much... Chris Hemsworth sees it on the news that like someone did his job, and he's mad at Nick Nolte. He's like, you guys, if him or you ever mess with me again, I'll fucking kill you both, and stuff like that. But,
is Hemsworth doing his American accent in this, or is he doing like his Australian?
American accent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's very. But the thing is with this, it's like I couldn't tell if he was trying to be more on the spectrum or not, because his character is an orphan. He was like raised by a foster mother. And, like, he's just not giving you anything emotionally in the face. I mean, sometimes you see, like, you could tell he's sad and stuff like that. But, like, there's a girl he meets, sort of like Robert De Niro meets a girl. But this one, I think they could have cut this whole part of the movie out, because the girl in the movie just thinks she's hot. He's hot. And then they get together. But then he's not giving her anything to go off of relationship-wise. So it's like, this doesn't have to be here at all.
This just shows how easy it is for guys that look like Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, I was okay. Obviously, she said yes when he asked her out because she looks hot. So, but yeah,
he's such a mystery.
But like
what could it be around him?
He's very awkward around her, and like, what's weird is when Chris Hemsworth approaches Halle Berry for another heist, he's like very charismatic, and he can talk to her like normally. So I'm like, why are we?
Is that him doing an act?
Well, I think it is that because he is doing an act trying to appeal to her and draw her in.
Right.
But also, like, even when he tells her what he really wanted to do, it's still at least he's giving her something. He's talking to her, and but like with the girlfriend, it's like you guys been with each other for 3 days. Like, any argument you have, I'm like, who cares? Why? She's like, you're not sharing with me. You're not telling me everything about yourself.
I see.
I'm just like, why?
That's something you say months in.
You learn over time. It's only been
a couple days.
So I was just like, what is this? Yeah. So I just didn't get that.
That's weird.
It was just a weird part of the movie, and So I mean, like the driving sequences, not much like shootout action wise, because like. I think Chris Hemsworth probably only fires his gun once. He pulls it out sometimes, but like he's only fired it once. And like Barry's trying to, or Nick Nolte tells him like, whatever this new deal he's doing, I want you to steal the deal from him once he steals it, and so like a double cross type of thing. But like it was so anticlimactic with that confrontation between the two. So like the chase they had earlier was more fun or interesting or intense. But like the finale just felt kind of just bland. I don't know. I just
so it's kind of more like Drive than it is
a little bit, but not as. It's weird. It's like, I don't know. Maybe it would have been better if maybe it wasn't Chris, but like he did a good job. It was just like I really had no attachment to what was going on with him. So like I think they needed to develop his story, like maybe because you do get a glimpse of like Mark Ruffalo finds a strand of DNA finally, and he connects it to this kid that was an orphan, which is his real name, James, and then he finds the foster mom that took him in. And I was like, you could have had more with the mom. That would have been more interesting than the girlfriend thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was just like some emptiness to it that just didn't really hook me as much as like Heat. Like I was connected to everybody in Heat. I was like, yeah, I won. But I was rooting for Mark Ruffalo. I was rooting for Chris Hemsworth. But like there was no head to head with. There was no real because they met once. They meet face to face finally at the end on the last heist. So there wasn't that intensity of like they've met before or build up. I don't, and the only thing that was built up was with Barry, and like that was kind of just like it was intense because Barry does a great job playing like erratic, like all right, man, I'm just hand over the dice.
He does have that energy.
He's just got so and like there was entertaining sequences, with all of them, and so it's just like I felt there could have been more to it. I don't know, or maybe they just it could have been cleaner with the story, or like involve the 101 thing more. I was like, you name the thing, and okay, it's based around his crimes, but that was barely touched on. That's the only thing you hear about it is just Mark Ruffalo's like he's robbing along the 101. We gotta and the show's like, hey, why don't you just close the case? You're making the whole department look bad because you're opening all these cases and not shutting. And so like. It's just like, all right. And Halle Berry's was cool. She was like an insurance agent, and she was working on a deal for her company, but like it wasn't going through, and she was waiting for a partnership. It kind of felt like Send Help with her, like where she wants that promotion, but her boss wasn't really going to give it to her. So then she like caves and like she agrees to give the inside info to Chris Hemsworth so he can pull off the heist. And like, but then she gets attacked by Barry, and she's like, "What did you tell him? You tell me what you told him." And then then she reveals the whole thing to Mark Ruffalo, and then all three of them converse on the crime at the end. So it's just like, I don't know. I think there's something missing there that could have been more, maybe another action scene. I don't know. It felt like just not as good. Not as good as Heat, and not as good as Den of Thieves.
Yeah, I mean, those are two very high standards. Very high standards.
Yeah.
I don't think that there could be another movie like Heat ever again. In terms of that type of storytelling and that.
Well, the thing is, like, some of the shots in the movie, I was like, I could tell it was influenced because very Michael Mann, like, view of the city.
Right. Yeah.
Like the traffic along the 101 going, and like just cars at night. And I was like, okay, I get that vibe.
Do they have like kind of like that Michael Mann beat when they're robbing the bank? That doom 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 doom.
Good soundtrack at least.
Yeah.
Or?
I think it was close to it, but not exact on the head. It was. I think it was more just like regular score, but it was intense for those chase scenes. Like I forget if there was music or if it was just the cars sound going. I don't remember.
It was good. It would have stood out.
Yeah,
you would remember. I think everybody remembers that beat from the bank heist and Heat. How intense it is, and it's just like kind of building up to the final gun battle.
Yeah. I think just needed a little bit more build up at the movie.
Right.
We didn't get that. We didn't get a lot of build up in the film.
Maybe we'll get it in the sequel. Crime 118.
Well,
Valley of Crime.
Well, I was joking. I was like, "Oh, the sequel will be on the 405, and it's just bumper to bumper traffic."
yeah, exactly.
And then it's just a shootout.
Yeah,
over
we're just walking on the cars.
But that might be more exciting because you have a shootout like Sicario style. Like, just with everybody stay in the car.
Tranquilo, hermano. Tranquilo.
Yeah.
Tranquilo.
Someone just hitting their blinker to get off on the exit while there's shots going around.
So I mean, and the thing is, it's like Chris Hemsworth is so good in the Extraction movies.
Yeah, man.
It's like it's very different vibe. Like it's just almost too stoic in this movie. Like I think he just need a little more personality with him.
Right.
But it just wasn't there for that. So.
All right.
But I'd still recommend it. It's just I don't think you have to really go to the theater for that one.
Right.
So you could just watch at home.
Watch at home.
Yeah.
You also checked out How to Make a Killing, Chad?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about this. Is a movie with Glenn Powell in it, Morgan Qualley, Ed Harris, which, damn, dude. Yeah.
Good cast.
I didn't know Ed Harris was in the movie.
Oh, Topher Grace is in it too. Oh, wow.
Topher Grace. And it's very... I felt the same way, like, Running Man, almost, in this. Like... He's a normal guy, and like he's obviously a bastard of the family.
Right.
His the movie starts out with his mom. Well, he's in jail on death row, and he's talking to a priest, and he says like, "I'll tell you my story, how this actually happened." And so
it's a flashback movie.
Yeah, and like he tells it up to the point of where he's about to be executed or going to be, and he kind of tells how his mother had a relationship with I think he was like a server at one of their parties. Like their family is very well to do, obviously.
Right.
And Ed Harris is the head of the family, and so she gets pregnant and she wants to have the baby, but he's like, if you're gonna have it, you're not gonna have it. Excommunicated. And so she ends up in New Jersey, and I was like, oh hey,
Jersey.
And so she brings him up, but she always mentions like you were meant to have more, and so he's always had that expectation of like eventually this is going to be coming to him.
Mine.
And like he befriends Quali's character as a young girl, and they become like good friends for a bit, but then get separated at a point, and he just ends up with a regular job. He's nothing more than he's not what he said he would be by the time he's an adult. And his mom passed away from I think it was cancer, or she got sick, but she and he was still pretty young, so he went into some foster homes and stuff like that. So he's working in a suit shop, and he gets the idea from when he crossed paths with Margot Margaret coming in. And she's like, "Why? You just have to kill him off," or I forget how she says it, but he's like inspired, like, "Oh, I could just get rid of the family, and then the money will come faster to me." So, as he goes on and does this, it felt like he was too good at it. Like there was no real consequence to follow, or that he had
a learning curve or something.
Yeah, like I think because it was just too easy for him, and I was like, okay, and then. Like the first one, he finds like the one of the youngest nephews or cousins for him would have he was at a party, and like he's on the boat and he's attaching. He like hops on a jet ski to the boat in the water, and then he attaches the anchor to his foot. And as he wakes up, it gets knocked in and pulls the guy under. And I was like, oh, that's it. And he drives off, and then he's able to.
So yeah, that should be like the fourth or fifth one down. Like,
yeah,
it should start off with it being really.
Well, like
rough.
I thought, I was like, okay, this might have been more clumsy. Like, oh my god, he's But like it was just like he kind of regretted it. He didn't want to do it at the moment, and then like when he woke up, he got startled and the thing accidentally fell in. So he didn't even really push it in. And then like the next one, and he starts showing up at every funeral, which is like. How people are going to notice that you're at every one of these funerals, but like he starts killing them off one by one, and he's good at he becomes very good at it, like just so easy. Like he's putting poison in their smoothie, or he's it's been a while since I've seen it, so I'm trying to remember some of the kills. I think I forget how the girl his one girl cousin gets it. I don't remember, but like he's being these cops keep approaching him.
I was gonna say it's starting to look.
And he's like,
suspicious.
"Hey, do you know would you be able to receive inheritance from these people?" It's like, "Oh no, I wouldn't even know." And like he's denying it up and down, and and it's just like,
they all look like accidents, or
yeah, most of them look like accidents or cardiac arrest, and like he even get like at a point. The first kill he got, that cousin's dad hires him at his like big stock job, or I forget what the trade job is exactly, but he's on the floor,
hedge fund or something.
Yeah, something big with and so he has it, so he doesn't really have to keep killing people but he does a little bit more, but then wants to stop, and then running into Margaret again, she's like, I know what you're doing because
we talked about
it, and like she's like, you better finish it, because she got married. I didn't mention she was getting married to some other guy who ran out of money, and she wants money.
Oh,
so she's kind of blackmailing him
right,
to finish the job, get the money, and give me the money, and it becomes like no one's really good in this. Sort of. It's just like, but
also, I wouldn't try blackmailing someone who's killing people left and right, getting away with it. Probably not a good idea.
Well, she had a PI following him around, like taking pictures of all the places where he's been. So she has like evidence that can go out. Yeah, and but like it's weird because the final act, because he met a girl along the way. And he was about to have an engagement party, and like Ed Harris invites him to the house because all the family members are dead now, and he's like, "Gonna
you and me."
You think he's like, "Yo, we're gonna have a talk and hand over the money," or he has a chance to kill Ed Harris, and like, it turns out to be a trap. Ed Harris is like talking to him, is like, your mom was my favorite, and things like that, and he hands him a shotgun, and he for him to shoot Ed Harris. And he's like, no, I can't do it. And then Ed Harris loads the gun and like tries to hunt him around the house. So it turns into Ready or Not a little bit.
Okay.
But very briefly, though. Very briefly. And it calls back to the beginning of the movie where his mom was learning bow and arrow, like on the
like archery.
Archery, yeah. And he was firing it at Ed Harris, and he gets killed with the arrows. and then the police show up, and he explains that he was invited there, and he was in self-defense.
Right.
And he's like, I got to go get to my engagement party, but he missed that. And it was just weird, like, because things were going great for him, and they were about to get married. They were having an engagement party because he was finally welcomed into this high society, and then he's arrested not because of any of the murders he does. It was because of there was a sequence I left out that Margaret wanted some money to be sent to her husband, and when he went to that office to sign a check, he signed his name and threw the check down, but he also touched a letter opener that the husband killed himself with because he was very depressed and he wasn't happy. So they found his prints on the letter opener, and Margot Qualley. I mean, I keep saying Margot Qualley, but it's not.
Margaret. Qualley,
yeah. There was a suicide note from her husband, but she removed that and said, it's like, oh, my husband was murdered. And then she was even in court saying, he's obsessed with me. And that's why he's in jail for not even a murder he didn't commit.
Okay.
And like, it was just like, all right. And she was like, just so evil. She was not she was like, sign everything over to me, and I'll say I found the suicide note somewhere. And he signs it everything over to her, and then he signs everything over to her, and then he gets released from prison, and then he sees his fiance there in the parking lot, and she hands him. I forget what she hands him over, but she like doesn't end up. It's like I can't forgive you for all this because she was in the dark about the whole thing. And
okay.
And then Margaret's in the parking lot, and he just gets in her car, and they drive off together, and he's just all sad and like it's an interesting movie, but it was just like it could have been better in so many ways. I feel bad for him, but I also like you did kill like 5-6 people, so it's like, all right. And some of them were douchebags. Like Topher Grace was a,
but no one deserved to die.
No, I mean, no one really deserved to die. But it was just like Topher Grace is this priest who, he's like, you see him in this kind of like the gemstones type of like he's like that type of
mega church
type of guy. He's like, give me get money,
tidings,
yeah. And he's like just
I need the private jet to spread the word of God.
Yeah, and he's got like he's gotten in trouble for like embezzling money and stuff like that. And he's got like the samurai sword in his office, like and just
as a pastor does.
No, yeah, and course, his scene was very fun with
sounds
Glenn
like
Powell.
very like Knives Off, like
Knives Out.
Yeah,
but it's just like I really want to root for Glenn Powell. They're pushing him hard in these movies. Yeah, it's just I don't think he found his niche yet or something.
Yeah,
or niche. because like Running Man and this weren't too powerful, but he did well in Twisters.
And
it's
the
just like,
Hitman's really good.
And I hear and people, some have told me that he was too much like Hitman in this movie because he was so good at the kills. Like, but he was a better actor or more range.
Yeah.
In Hitman.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't know what his area would be, because anytime I see him, I still think of him as the guy who gets his head smashed in Dark Knight Rises by Bane in the stock trade.
I mean, you know, I thought he was really good as the douchey guy in Top Gun Maverick.
No, that's
great,
the thing. Like, I think he's not to say he's not a leading man, but right. Like I don't want to say that, but like he kind of not. I mean, I don't know.
Could it be that he's more of like an action kind of star and vis-a-vis like Tom Cruise, younger Tom Cruise? You know what I mean?
I think
who takes on those kind of like, you know.
Well, because he's too in shape. Like,
right,
I think
that's
this
what I mean.
character should have been schlubby.
That's what I mean.
Right.
Like this character should have been more like not as good looking, not as like, but he was all fit and like he took care of himself and stuff. So it's just like you can't.
It should have been like a young Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, it should have been like, or make him look worse, like they made McAdams, you know, in Send Help. Like make him look not as
Slump
good.
him
So,
up.
but like, yeah, he's usually always looks too perfect, and you can't do that. So
it definitely seems like he stands out more like the Top Gun, Twister roles of him just kind of being like I said, like more of like, you know, like a Tom Cruise, you know, in the 90s when he was like more of an action star. You know?
I think I could see him playing a villain more, maybe like if anything, like the villain in like those 80s ski movies, like I'll beat you on this hill. Puts on his gun, you know, just him being the rich snob type of character.
Right. Kind of.
But I don't want to. I want him to be able to, you know, expand his repertoire. But it's just like I don't think. Yeah, he needs to disappear in roles more because he always comes off as Glenn Powell to me. Really.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like the early Bradley Cooper career choices.
Yeah,
like A-Team, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, like put him in a good ensemble film.
Right.
Yeah. I think he's best in an ensemble instead of
till
solo.
you kind of figure out what he needs to do. You know?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, would you recommend the movie?
I'd say it's worth checking out. Yeah. It's just like, you're not missing much if you don't go to the theater for that one. But it's worth look. I mean, it's very similar to some other stuff, so that's why I was just like, it's
doesn't stand out as much.
Nothing new, nothing really exciting. So yeah.
All right.
But if you like Glenn Powell, check it out. You know?
I like Glenn Powell. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I definitely want to. I root for his success for sure.
No.
Yeah.
And then they also dropped. Let's talk about some of the trailers that recently dropped. We got the Green Lantern trailer. Lanterns, because
green is gross.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going brown, baby.
What the director came out just recently and just was like, there was an interview with one of the directors and he was just like, yeah, we didn't want to throw green in there.
That's what he said?
That's what he said?
Yeah.
I was like,
well, isn't there?
He's a Green Lantern.
I was about to say, isn't that?
I know. But it's just lanterns.
Ooh, this is already
because if you... Now, in Superman, Kyle Radner... is he all in... He's not all in green, is he? I forget.
Oh, Guy Gardner?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Why am I saying Kyle Radner? That's another Green Lantern. That's another Green Lantern.
Nerd.
Guy Gardner...
He's in the like Justice League Task Force look.
Yeah,
that kind of looks like they all have that uniform Mr. Terrific kind of look.
Yeah,
but he does have some green on it, and this is interesting because this trailer, we start with an older Hal Jordan, and played by Kyle
Chandler.
Yeah, Kyle Chandler. That might be why you said Kyle Reiner.
Oh, that
and then a young Jon Stewart who's kind of trained to be his replacement,
played by Aaron Pierre.
Yes, who's phenomenal. If you ever see
Rebel Ridge,
thank you, fantastic movie. So, and he does. Hal Jordan does say there are no other human.
So it must be a prequel before Superman. Then
either that, or is this in the James Gunn universe?
It has to be.
I would imagine it is.
Because I remember he said everything is going to be in-world other than, like, the stuff that's already out there that's Elseworld, like the Batman.
All right.
Yeah. But, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, and he's like, they're still able to make Elseworld stuff.
Right.
But why would they do that when you haven't introduced the rest of...
But why not just mention Guy Gardner then?
That's the thing. I wonder if they were writing it before Superman came out. I don't know. But the fact is that they could go to space at the end of the show, and then
that would be great if they show some space.
Guy Gardner comes down and I got to take over while they're
great. Because apparently it's just all saying Wisconsin or something.
Well, and they're fighting some super powered entity or whatever that's
in the middle of America.
Yeah, and he's showing Aaron Pierre the ropes of being a Green Lantern.
Yeah.
So it's just but what also bugs me is the ring has bronze around it.
Right.
And then the lantern has bronze around it. I'm like, what? So I'm
hoping choices.
I'm hoping it's because Kyle is an older Green Lantern, and he's just got an older version of it, maybe. And maybe when Aaron fully becomes it, it turns green, or I don't know. But so I don't know. I'm not gonna assume anything about the show yet.
Again, it's the teaser. It is a teaser trailer. I hope that the effects aren't completely finished on it too, because we do see a bit where Hal Jordan flies.
Yeah. I don't think it looked terrible.
No green energy around him.
Well, that's the thing. That was weird. A lot of people believe the green energy is for them to fly. It's just, it could be invisible or visible, but it's more for protection.
Mm-hmm.
Flying they can just do on their own because Guy didn't have it in Superman.
Oh,
there was no green around him. And then if you look at some of the comics, there's no aura around them. Like in space, you'll see it because they got to breathe.
Okay.
But it's only for those certain times.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So don't worry, I looked that up too. I was like,
someone.
There was a guy doing a explainer video of that, and I was that makes sense.
There's already people mad about his suit being
they're
in the closet and not being a construct.
Yep.
But you're right. There's versions where it isn't a construct, where it is a cloth outfit.
And there used to be the white gloves, but then they got rid of it because it looked silly, and they got green gloves or something, or whatever. I forget what color, but so we'll see. Maybe it isn't connected. Maybe it is. Who knows?
I hope they're not just wearing plain clothes until the last 5 seconds.
That's what it seems like. It might
sure does seem like that. Yeah,
because they're going to that True Detective.
True Detective, and then the big finale where they're like, we're in our
they'll be in the suits for 2 minutes.
I hope we see a what's the race that the blue people that give them
the Guardians?
I hope we get to see a Guardian, maybe one.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome. I wouldn't mind seeing a Guardian.
Give not Peter Dinklage because he wouldn't want the role, but what's that comedian?
Brad Williams.
Brad Williams. Yeah. Give him. Let him be a Guardian.
Yeah, why not?
Give him some work.
Yeah. Looking at the thumbnail for it, the DC Studios Lanterns. It looks like a WB show.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great. I mean, not the trailer that we saw looked like a WB show.
Right.
It didn't, but the actual logo and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody
Night Lights.
Yeah. If somebody pointed this out, I was like, oh, it's a new WB show. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, but
it's like Smallville Lanterns. Right. Yeah.
Do you think it needs cursing? Because he's like.
I know they throw I think
they're forcing. I think they're forcing.
It's a little we're on HBO. So.
Yeah,
We're fucking lanterns.
Well, didn't one of you mention that you were hoping that Hal Jordan was going to be a different character?
Oh yeah, I was hoping that by the end of it he becomes Parallax.
That's it.
Oh,
and
that would be great.
That's his send off because obviously they can't have too many lanterns in their universe here. Mm-hmm. With Guy and then Aaron probably taking the helm as Hal gets killed. So I'm hoping maybe that might be the case, and because he's if you go off the armor being older, maybe something happens where he just gets taken over by.
There might be a lot of people hating on that because a lot of people still love Hal Jordan as their Green Lantern.
That's true.
I know that for our generation, like you said, Kyle Reiner was the Lantern of the 90s.
Yeah.
And then you've got a lot of people who love Jon Stewart because of the Justice League show. Mm-hmm. He was, through the 2000s, most people's thought of what Green Lantern is.
Right.
Yeah, I grew up on that one. Although I had the one glimpse of Hal or Kyle from the Superman show. They did one episode. Yeah. But Jon Stewart was mine. And
see, I always loved Kyle in the comics because he's an artist.
Yeah, that's a fun
his
one.
Constructs are always super crazy and awesome. So I like that, and like anime inspired and stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
Like you'd make giant mech suits.
Yeah.
While like everyone else was just doing giant fists and stuff.
Also, I've seen some people bring it up because the original creator of Jon Stewart, he colored him. He made him like a darker brown because they said there's a lot of, or people have been saying there's like a lot of colorism going on about hiring like mixed lighter skinned black people than like darker skin, and the original creator made him darker.
Neil Adams, right?
Yeah. He wanted him darker because there wasn't many of those. More representation. It was like, and I guess he had some pushback. It was like, you sure you don't want him to be like lighter, like a color? And he was like, no, this is how it's going to be. So some people are frustrated that he's not a darker guy. And I get it, but like Aaron Pierre is a great actor too. I think he's still going to deliver, but I can see if people, were really adamant about that being of an actor of a darker skin tone, that that's the thing. So, but I'm hoping it does well, and then he could be introduced into Man of Tomorrow. I mean, I would. Yeah. I don't know, like who else is in that, because it's off of a comic, right? Man of Tomorrow.
They don't know yet. I know they're writing it, or I think they're done writing it, and Brainiac is the main villain.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know if it's based on any actual work yet.
Okay. Because I'm wondering, like, if it's Brainiac, are you going to bring the Justice League team in, or are we going to get more characters? Or
I'd hope so. I mean, like, there's a lot of back and forth of like Superman being the first movie being bugged down with too many characters.
Yeah.
Like you had Hawkgirl in there, you had Metamorpho and Guy, and a lot of them kind of not doing a lot because there was just too many. But yeah, I mean, let's, like, if it's an open world kind of scenario, like they say there's been heroes on that planet for 300 years, I wouldn't mind introducing a few more. And
it's just the thing, like, it's sad. You have to make a choice. Do you want Superman to hang out with Lois, or do you want Superman to hang out with this other heroes?
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, it's an interesting, you might get less Lois this next time around if you're going to have more heroes and more otherworldly adventures.
And we're about to see, this summer we got Supergirl, which goes into the cosmic more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that's all set off Earth. So are we going to introduce more cosmic entities?
Will one of the lanterns from the show appear in her thing? I didn't even think about that.
There you go.
Possibly.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, possibly.
I mean, they do talk about Chip the Squirrel lantern. So
true.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get
a squirrel, he says.
Or Kilowog. Or
God, I love Kilowog. Yeah.
Or a tease of Sinestro or something.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? We'll see where it goes. I mean, we're getting Lobo, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I would like to see some of the other, I would like to see some Red Lanterns in there.
Mm-hmm. True. I'm really hoping, though, and I love, I'm blanking on the actor for Lobo.
Jason Momoa.
Sorry.
No.
I love Jason Momoa, but I really want him not to be Momoa in the role of Lobo.
You want less Moa than more Moa.
I want so Moa that it's not even Moa. It's like he's like a weird, crazy biker Moa.
Right.
Not
just don't hire the guy just to be the guy.
Yeah, just to be like, hey, I can poke fun and say mean things and tease you and stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm hoping it's not, because he has played some of the same characters before. And I was like, if he can make it his own, but also a little different than what he's done, it'd make it more fun. I don't know.
And it just seems like he's a real fan of the character.
No,
like,
and that's good. So
I'm
happy that
since he was an Aquaman, like he didn't care. He was like, no, I want to be Lobo. So hopefully he brings some of that energy.
Yeah.
But
the main man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a little Lobo action.
Yeah.
Best Lobo so far has been in the Superman animated series.
Played by
Brad Garrett.
Garrett,
God, so good.
Did you watch any of the Krypton show? Because they had Lobo on that.
I did not. I heard that they had him, but no, I didn't. I mean, did you watch it?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, so I heard, which is weird because I remember when that show came out, and I was like, a show about Krypton? Like, okay,
couldn't be worse than Gotham.
Superman's grandfather.
Gotham had its moments, dude.
I mean, Gotham had its moments.
It was pretty good.
Like Fish Mooney.
Yeah, that was a strange.
I mean,
that was strange.
Great after the show.
I mean, it was a way to introduce Penguin. Sure, fine.
Yeah, exactly.
And a pun on penguin and fish, going against each other.
There you go.
Some trailers came out. Some other trailers came out. We also got the Mortal Kombat trailer.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
This trailer gives us a bit more to look at, and I'm very excited that because the original thing was a teaser. This we got a little bit more, and it looks great. Shao Kahn looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're getting some new characters and returning characters. Looks like Kano's going to have his metal part of his skull in there inserted, and we're seeing more powers this time around too, which is always great.
Always great.
And Noob Saibot is going to be in there, reincarnated Bihan Sub-Zero, and we only see the back of him, so I'm interested how he's going to look. Is Quan Chi, and he's played by I forget his name, but he was in Justified. He was like the squirrely like alligator hunter guy. So it'll be interesting. I was like, I don't see him as a fighter, so he's like more of a magic character, so reviving people from the dead. So that should be interesting. And then we're getting Kitana, we're getting Sidel, we're getting
Jade,
yeah,
Baraka.
I was worried from the teaser, but he looks a little bit better in this trailer. So it looked a little wonky with the
Kung Lao.
Nothing's better than that second movie.
Oh God, with Annihilation
with the rubber mask.
Yeah.
Hey, you need Annihilation alone. No, don't. It's fine. No.
It has been raked over the coals.
And then you see a shot of Shang Tsung absorbing Raiden's soul. So I was like, oh shit, are they going to kill off Raiden here?
Yeah, it seems like it, right?
And it looks. Oh, you see
James
great.
Remar shows up again.
No.
One of the cool scenes of the portal level where Kung Lao and
some of the shots
visuals look great.
Yeah, look straight out of the video game.
Yeah.
So
I'm very pumped for what's going to happen here.
Now, what are you more pumped for, Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Street Fighter.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Street Fighter, yeah. We know we've seen a lot of Mortal Kombat over the years.
Yeah.
Fine, it's great. You know, I really like the last movie too. It was really good. But we've seen it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Mortal Kombat 2 I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm going to love it.
But more of the same.
But it's more of the same.
Yeah.
We've never gotten another Street Fighter movie after the last one from the 90s. That's it.
That's true.
In terms of live action. Like, that's it. That's all we got. So we got that in the 90s, which, of course, Raul Julia stole the show.
Yeah.
But in terms of a great movie, it is not.
No.
You know, it's worth watching just for Raul Julia's performance. But that's it. So it's like from 97 or whenever it was to now.
Yeah.
Almost 30 fucking years.
Yeah.
And, well, I think 30 years.
It is 30 years.
And we haven't gotten anything.
What's funny, it seems like Street Fighter's going to go the humor route. And then
it does.
Mortal Kombat's staying with the serious. So,
which is fine. Which I love
which is cool. It's just as long as Street Fighter just stays silly or whatever, don't try to be anything else. Because, unless you... Because then I would say you'd need a different cast for a serious Street Fighter film. But this should be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. I'm more excited for Mortal Kombat just because I would have liked serious Street Fighter a little bit better because I love the animated films that they done.
Those are really good.
And so it sucks that we won't get that, but all right, this is the next best thing. Well, hopefully they'll go heavy into the powers because we haven't seen any in the teaser or the trailer. So I'm hoping
we haven't seen any of not Baraka, Blanca.
Oh yeah, Blanca. Yeah, we haven't seen Momoa. Yeah, Momoa's Blanca.
He's getting that work.
Yeah, he is.
He's a lucky man. And then
I love that he's been wanting to be all these characters since forever.
Yeah,
too, because he's a nerd deep down inside as well. Yeah,
and Cody Rhodes is
Guile.
Yep.
You know who I'm surprised didn't get in either movie? Manganiello.
Oh yeah.
That's good
because he got screwed on Deathstroke. So I was like, give him a character in Street Fighter. He'd be good.
Who would you have him play
in Street Fighter? Well. That's a hard one. I don't know.
Because I mean, the rest of the cast looks really great.
Really great,
you know, I'm trying to think of who would I replace him with, but
I really don't like that they hired that Andrew Schultz as Dan, the comedian, because he's sort of like a a joke character, but he has the same moveset as Ryu and Ken and all them. So like, just hire somebody who could, because Banjo could play funny. Like so it's just like, I don't know. Although I think he would have been a good Bison because
I was gonna say because Demolchin is great, but you know.
Unless they're gonna give him the Raul Julia where he's just like flying into, so we'll see.
Give him the padded suit.
Yeah. Who knows? Oh wait, because we didn't see him in the trailer. He would have been a great Sagat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Although he's from Thailand.
Yeah, he's supposed to be.
Yeah, that'd be.
Well, yeah. I mean, Bison has his base in Thailand, really. So it's like doesn't, you could finagle it a bit.
Mm.
You want him in yellow face for it, or
no? He's just heavily tanned. The guy, and he's got an eye patch, so you're good. You just have the scar across his chest.
True.
Tiger uppercut. That's all he's got to say. He doesn't have to say much.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that as well. And of course, we got when I went to go see Nirvana, we got or Scream 7, excuse me. When I went to go see Scream 7, we got a Scary Movie 6 trailer.
Oh, yes.
Which I didn't even know was coming. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah.
That was very smart of them to attach to that movie.
Very smart.
And I love how they also make fun of Scream 6.
Yeah.
In that film. It's great. Now, what would Sydney be with that? What would Scream be without Sydney? That's called Scream 6. I was like, damn.
Shots fired.
They're going after, we got Sinners in there. We got Nope. We got
Megan's in there. They brought back the Chris Elliott with the hand. I think they're all back. They're on. Oh, he's long legs in that.
Well, that's what he's.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I didn't even.
He's got the look that Nick Cage has.
Oh, that's great.
Did you guys see the video they released of all the
the basketball?
Dancing? Yeah. It's so good. Yeah.
It was a nice throwback.
Yeah.
Also, there's an inside joke with Shawn Wayne's.
Suit he's wearing.
He's wearing the suit of that old pastor is like, I'm not gay anymore.
Yeah.
So, and his character was gay in the first movie. So they're it's gonna be so funny. Oh my god, I can't wait.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
I like women.
I'm
not gay no more.
Yeah. It's they've already said they don't care about offending people.
Yeah, they're hitting everybody.
Yes, which they've always been good at.
Yeah.
They make fun of everybody and everything. So,
and it'd be nice because the Wayans brothers have been gone for a long time. It'd be nice to see them back. Although I will admit I didn't really go see White Chicks or
I didn't see that either.
Or that one where
Marlon is Marlon Wayans in this one too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It cuts to him and he's got a hair. He doesn't have his big fro anymore, but it's got like a kind of flat top looking one, and he's like making his laugh, like his high laugh that he has. So so him and Sean are back. Keenan's not directing; it's somebody else.
Yeah.
So, but Keenan wrote it though, I believe. Mm-hmm. So and they have their sister in there too in a small cameo part there. So that'll be exciting to get them back in living color. Imagine if they had Jim Carrey make a.
Dude, that'd be good, dude. Yeah,
that'd be great.
But which Jim Carrey?
True. I mean, I'm sure he just had some work done and his face swelled up. But if that was like part of the role for Scary Movie, and he's like he's Nicolas Cage's long legs,
it kind of the way his voice was and everything in the interview was a little like. I get the whole everyone saying it's a clone thing.
I mean, the main thing that was weird, it was just his eyes were a different color. So it was like contacts in there. So, but I don't know, whatever. I mean, actors are going to do actor stuff,
man. Yeah, they're also doing The Substance, Weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday.
Wednesday,
Oh, God. Art the Clown. It's just,
Oh, yeah.
Terrifier
stuff was there.
They've missed a lot of movies, so they got to make up for it.
Yeah. And horror's never been hotter.
True.
Yeah. I mean, literally, Weapons getting Oscar nobs.
Yeah.
Sinners too. So I'm like, this is the time to strike. It's kind of perfect.
Exactly.
You know what sucks is if Tim Curry was healthy, because he was in Scary Movie 2, they probably would have tried to bring him back too.
Yeah.
If he was okay, but we'll see.
Yep, I'm excited. It's gonna be good. It'll be
fun.
And the last thing we should talk about is the Resident Evil Requiem video game that is blowing up. And right now, you cannot get a physical copy because they're all sold out.
Sold out.
Have you guys played it yet?
I have not. No.
My roommate Carmine's been playing it. He got it digitally on Xbox, and I'm watching. There's been some good jump scares in that, and I was like, oh man. And the gameplay is very fun. Like I was worried about Grace's character, because hers is like first person, and you're
it's all set back in Raccoon City.
Yeah, you're
It takes place 28 years after the destruction of Raccoon City,
which I don't understand. with the nuke going off.
Yeah, I mean,
but like
it's a low yield.
Low yield.
Yeah.
Radiation.
The it's all the rain. The rain just like
clean it
on
up.
the ground.
Clean it up.
Fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's
It's all good. Yeah.
But yeah, there's like a new conspiracy with like Grace is chosen for this experiment. I don't know the whole plot because I haven't been watching him play the whole time, but she's important to the story. And her last name's Ashcroft, so I think that's a big name in the
huge
lore. If many of you fans out there know,
they're basically the owners of the Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah. And Leon is back, and his gameplay is more third person, kind of very reminiscent of Resident Evil 4 with like kicks and a lot of more action
attacks.
melee, action.
Like he has an axe that he can use now. Yeah.
It's pretty cool but it's just funny with like the play styles are so different from each other with Grace in first person, and you're scrounging for all these things because she's less acclimated to this because she works with the FBI.
Right.
She was drawn to, or she was lured into the place, and so she's trying to get out. And Leon's,
for him, it's another day.
Yeah, it's another day for Leon. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I've been hearing great things, and I imagine it'll only get better as they keep putting these out.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. I definitely want to pick it up. It's just the time finding the time to play video games nowadays. It's like, man, oh man,
it's easy, man. Just be like, sorry guys, can't come into work today.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's true. I do get paid sick leave, so.
Oh, well, and then just open a can of soup.
Nice.
Yeah,
open a can of soup and go, boy.
I mean, I don't got to do all that. I just got to call in and say.
If they FaceTime you,
you can't do that.
What do you mean? You can't FaceTime work?
They can, but they're not going to.
Huh? Wouldn't they be like, why do you have a can of soup up to your face?
Yeah.
No, you have a duct tape to the side of your face. So you're talking like.
But they'd be able to see it on the.
No, because you're talking. You're holding on the other side. You're like, why are you like not facing the camera?
Why are you? Yeah.
Oh, I'm not feeling too well. And
then you can see it's not coming out of your mouth though.
No, because you're holding the camera at an angle where it's kind of just it feels like because it's gonna be coming this way too.
Because you're gonna be like the Scorsese of FaceTime.
Yeah, we all see what Chad did at work when he wanted to call out.
Oh no, I was a good boy. I went to work every day. Sadly, I didn't get sick. I wish I got sick more, but I didn't. But there's the soup. There's the old put petroleum jelly on your face, and then you're just like, I don't know what's wrong. I can't open my eyes.
That would look pretty gross. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh,
they'd be like, oh shit, yeah. Get to the hospital right now, dude. Yeah.
That might backfire. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what was that? They don't know.
So weird.
They gave me some antibiotics and it just went away.
I don't know what happened.
They called it jellyface. I know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Jellyface.
Case of jellyface.
Oh, you got jellyface.
Oh shit! You got jellyface. We're so sorry. They started a fundraiser for you. They started a fundraiser for you at work and everything. Yeah. Fundraiser for jellyface.
They took a screenshot of it with the jelly.
So Resident Evil Requiem, can't wait to play it. Definitely want to check it out. I think that's it for us. Thanks again for listening, guys. And Chad, if you want to take us out.
No, I don't want to.
No, that's sad.
Thanks, guys, for listening to another episode of Into the Nerdom. If you aren't already, I don't believe why you wouldn't be, but subscribe, like, follow, comment on all the things, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. We got, was there another thing?
Jellyface.
Yes.
Jellyface.com. We're buying the domain.
We're buying the domain. take a picture. Okay, I want everybody to send in pictures of your face covered in jelly.
Jelly, yeah.
And then
God.
we're gonna post them.
This is gonna turn really weird immediately. Yeah. Oh God. Oh my God, I'm already picturing.
Well, the best jelly faces we're gonna post.
Oh God. Oh God.
And don't forget to rate and review
Yes.
your jelly face pictures.
Yeah.
That also helps the algorithm.
Send them straight to Chad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send them straight to Chad. Who can? Yeah, he's gonna filter them all out.
It's like, all right, top 5 jelly faces.
We do have a
But yes, thank you guys, and as we always say, enter the nerddom, exit the the what do you call it, the thing with the 101. You get on, you
Exit
get
the
off.
101.
Exit the
Exit the 101.
Jellyface Road.
On Jellyface Road.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.